windy.
All right, here we are. Welcome to the Pulse Podcast. Nate Mullins, Joey Krajewski, Connor Roush, and our producer extraordinaire, Greg Kinn, joining us tonight live here in Studio Squared. Once again, thank you for tuning in here on the Pulse. Guys, it's another great Monday night, and I'm excited to kick back. I got my captain's chair now, so I feel a lot more comfortable. So where did we leave off last week? We were talking about food, right?
Oh, yeah.
Food is my favorite subject. And I had a couple other things that I kind of put into the itinerary for tonight. But first of all, let's just talk about the last week. I mean, Joey, we'll start with you. How's it going?
Oh, not too shabby. Busy. Football's ramping up. Work's ramping up. So this is the busiest time of the year for me, which sucks. But, you know, the weather, I'm not a hot weather guy, so this weather sucks. So I'm glad to be inside.
Right, for sure. And it is nice and cool down back here.
Yeah, it is.
I love AC.
Yeah, even though it is old, it still works pretty well.
It's working good. I'm wearing a sweatshirt.
So, Connor, how's it been going for you, man? It's been a couple weeks since we've seen you.
It's been busy.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been really busy at work, detailing like no other, going into a new location, so.
You're a busy guy, though. You got a lot of stuff going on. You got your own business.
Yep.
So, I mean.
So I got the business. I got the firefighting gig going on.
You got a lot of stuff going on.
And that takes up a lot of time, so.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So we're lucky to have you when we get you right now. That's how I'm supposed to take this, right?
Yes, and I'm trying to dedicate as much of my time with you guys as possible. So.
Nice. Appreciate it.
Yep.
Big time. All right, Greggy, what's been going on with you the last week, man?
Oh, just hanging out with you, being on these calls. Sadly, we're done now with baseball because, came to the end of the road, but what a ride it was.
It was a fun ride.
So now it's just like we got to figure out what we do next for the summer here. So,
well, that's kind of what we were doing before we went live today. That's the reason why we're a little bit late getting out here this evening, because we were kind of trying to figure out our summer schedule, figuring out exactly what we're going to be doing over the next few months. Because, our next live broadcasts when it comes to, like, sports, we don't have anything planned until football season.
Week 1, 8-19.
So we're looking for things to do. I talked with Travis Kinn about possibly, maybe covering some scrimmages that they got going on in the area. We'll see where that goes, because a lot of times they don't really line up with the schedules that we have right now.
Yeah, those are tough.
Because with summer schedules right now, it's just kind of hard.
Yeah.
But I'm actually looking forward to a little bit of downtime over the next couple months.
It'll be nice.
Yeah.
You can't complain about downtime, right?
I can say the same.
I got golf outings coming up. We got the Madison Street golf outing this Saturday.
Nice.
And then the youth football one is coming up here in about a month.
Yep, and the Columbine one is in 2 weeks, June 25th.
There you go.
That's a lot of golfing coming up.
Oh, it's golf outing season for sure.
Do you guys still need players for the Madison Street one?
Yeah, I would say reach out for sure. I don't know if he's full yet or not, but I would say reach out.
Do you know where it's at?
It is at Clinton, I believe.
Ooh, I just played there today.
I believe that's where they're playing. Great course. One of the only ones we got left.
Yeah, it's not bad. I played like dog crap today, so that course can not be in my face for a couple weeks. But unfortunately, I will probably be there tomorrow because I have nothing to do tomorrow.
Well, and you don't have many choices.
Yeah, gotta love Tiffin, Ohio.
Tiffin Calvert made a nice deep run in the playoffs. They finished their run this past Thursday. Beautiful facilities over at Canal Park.
Dude, it was awesome. I got to see all the pictures and stuff. I'm upset I wasn't there. I'd work and stuff like that, but the pictures and what my brother told me, it was awesome. They got set up pretty.
That place was
there.
nice.
Your brother didn't get to see our suite though.
Oh, I saw your guys'
Sweet,
picture.
pretty sweet.
It was just too sweet. It was pretty sweet. So they had us when we first get there. We check in with these people downstairs, and this is the first time all year where it's been like this. Usually we just show up and we're the only media there.
Yeah.
All season long, every game that we went to, the only other media at any of the games was maybe a newspaper. Mm-hmm. When we went to Gilmore Academy, there were a couple other
There's like one or two.
other camera crews there, but they really weren't there doing play-by-play. It was just to gather highlights and stuff. So it always felt like we were the only teams on the call for most of these games, or at least like live covering these games.
Yeah.
When we get there to show up for this game, in Akron, there's so many news crews. They got a stack this high of press credentials.
Oh wow.
And they're handing them out, and they got this three pages worth of people's names covering these. I think there was 4 games that day.
Dang.
So they were just going through this list. I said my name, and she's like, "No, I don't have you on here." Like, okay. She's like, "Who you covering?" It's Tiffin Calvert. No, I don't see you on here. Like, okay. Heart of Ohio Sports. She's like, "Hey, hang on. Yeah, there you are. I see it." That's what I said at first, but that's all right. Anyways, it was a lot of fun.
That's
it was a
super
blast.
Nice. Super, super nice. So you got our credentials there, and then she said, "Go ahead and turn around. There's the elevator for you guys. Take you up to the next floor."
God bless.
An elevator to be able to take all that gear upstairs. I mean, it was awesome. And then we get off. There's somebody there waiting for us as we get off the elevator, and he's like, "Oh, follow me. I'll take you to your suite." Literally,
Yep.
we get to this suite, and
What
it's like
a-
a hotel room.
Yeah, like
It's
what
crazy.
a view too. What an incredible view. Like as soon as we walked in there, I was like, "Yeah, I'm just gonna shoot from up here because this view is amazing."
Yeah,
Pretty dope.
it was really cool. I mean, we had Josh Morgert come up there and visit. Should I be saying? No, Josh Morgert
He
came
was
on
probably
with us.
off the clock when he came to visit.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, maybe. But he got to enjoy our suite as well, because not only did we have the suite where we were set up inside calling the game, but then we also got I think there was about 8 seats in front of the
Yep.
suite. We got all of those to ourselves.
Like
Really?
a nice little
Lounge
balcony
suites for
area.
games, like
Oh, yeah.
season ticket holders.
Oh
and
yeah,
stuff like
for
that.
sure. Those
Yeah.
were lounge suites because they had the chafing dishes at the bottom.
Yeah.
Well-
you could tell they had put away.
If you notice
Yeah.
too, Nate, on the outside of the doors, they all had different nameplates changed out for like different companies and different
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
corporations that have those suites year round and stuff. So
For sure.
AAA affiliate, right? Or is that double A? That's double A.
Yep. Yep. And I mean, we went to Bluffton the week before. We're there at Gilmore Academy the week before as well. And we're kind of covering those games. And I'm thinking, man, this is such a gorgeous facility here. You know, Bluffton was beautiful. And then we get the next level is like a level up with Gilmore Academy. But then we get to Akron and it's like, man, that was such a huge step between Gilmore and Akron. I mean, at Gilmore Academy, you had a 300-foot left field porch. And Akron, it's like 375 to both left and right field. It's like,
Crazy.
these kids ain't hitting it out today. Ain't gonna be no home runs today.
No dingers
I
there.
mean, it was just, it was an incredible experience for us. So I can only imagine how those kids took it in and how they were able to, you know, get what they were able to gain from that. I mean, I don't think you can really measure it, especially some of those younger kids that are going to take that experience with them into next year. I mean, we talked about it during the broadcast. A guy like Blake Coleman, freshman, comes into the game down 6-0, gives up a couple runs, but then settles in for the rest of the game and then has 3 innings worth of a state semifinal pitching experience
Big-
as a freshman
big
that
confidence
no
boost.
one else in this area has.
Big.
And now he's going into his sophomore season. I mean, he's got to be feeling pretty good.
Yeah.
I would.
You know,
Yep,
Big
I believe
confidence
it.
boost.
All those underclassmen got to be feeling pretty good. They got a nice group coming back next year. I mean, they do lose some seniors,
Yeah.
obviously. You know, Max Paul, your brother, a couple other ones. That Garrett Spawn's another one.
Spahn,
Hunter
Hunter
Yakel's
Yakel.
going to be a huge loss for them. Jackson Sizlove. Just the list goes on. There's a lot of seniors on that list, but they do have some really intriguing underclassmen
Nick
that are
Palm.
coming up. Nick Palm being only a junior, Mason Johnson being only a junior.
Hopefully a healthy K. Notterbacher.
Yes. So you've got some weapons coming back next year, and Otterbacher should be a pitcher most likely, right?
I think he should
He's
be.
usually a pitcher.
Yeah.
They didn't have him pitching this year because of his, shoulder issues, but I would say that's probably going to be one of their options next year.
Mm-hmm.
They've got a pretty solid rotation looking at next year. They've got some pieces. I'm excited to see what Matt Coleman's able to do with that team next year.
If he was able to make it that far with the team he
Yeah.
had this year, I mean, the sky's the limit for them next year. Sky's the
Absolutely.
absolute limit.
I mean, them kids and even the coaches, they got to be motivated. For
Oh.
them, for how far they went through the adversity they went through, how they flipped it through
Yep.
halfway into the season, how they ended their season, and how far they made it. That's gotta feel pretty good and give them a lot of confidence going into next year.
Josh Morgret sent me a text the last time we were on the air. Let me see if I can pull it up here.
Uh-oh.
Where it was kind of like, it just blew my mind because I keep bringing up the fact that they were
7-11.
7-11, and he brought up the point. He's like, they were 0-4, 1-5. There was 4 different times
Yeah.
where they were 4 games under 500.
Yep.
That's crazy.
And it's so remarkable to me to think back to the beginning of this season and how that team started out and where they ended. I mean, they went deeper than anybody else in this area. And you talk about some of the most talented teams in this area. Did you think Calvert was going to be the last one standing?
But the thing is, if you cut that season in half, that last, month of the season, they lost only, 1 game?
They were one of the
What'd you
best
say,
teams
an
in the
11-1 run?
Yeah. Oh, they were 12 they won 12 out of the last 13
Yeah.
or 12 out of the last 14.
I got
That's the
you.
last
Yeah,
loss.
that's crazy.
But yeah,
So,
insane.
and I've been thinking this. Do you think that deep basketball run had any effect on that?
Oh, absolutely.
Just because, like, some of those kids going right from that long basketball run, right, and, like, because there's not a very long turnover to baseball. So it was kind of just like, obviously you can do live BPs and stuff like that, but you don't get real in-game pitching and those experiences besides playing. And obviously you saw once they kind of got in their groove and got some games under their belt, it took a while. But still, I mean, they freaking turned it on late in the season, won the last 12 out of 14, and made a state semifinal run. So
Yeah. And you think about some of those guys that made that deep playoff run. I mean, Garrett Spawn
yep.
didn't exactly start out very hot, but then
Nope.
towards the end of the year,
Got real hot.
came on strong at the end.
Yeah.
Max Paul's another one of those guys. Didn't really start out that strong, but as the season wore on,
He got hot,
he
especially
got
pitching.
hot. Yeah. I mean, we can keep going down this list. There's a lot of players that that were on that basketball team that then made the transition, and they probably had a little bit of a rough time at first. That's probably contributed to part of their struggles at first.
Yeah. But
Big time success for that team.
Yeah.
Good for them.
Huge run.
Good for them.
Absolutely, for sure.
It's just always nice seeing, especially a local team making it that far.
Absolutely.
It's nice.
All right, so let's shift gears here. As I see they're talking about the finals here. We got a TV in studio now. It's pretty nice.
yep.
So we got a little finals coverage here. Celtics at Warriors tonight. This one's in Oakland.
Yep.
Game 5. Series tied at 2 apiece.
2-2 right now.
Joey, I said it from the beginning. I told you I thought the Celtics were going to take this in 7.
Yeah, I was wrong. I had Warriors in 6. Obviously, that's not good. Oh, it still could happen. Doubtful.
It could.
I hope it doesn't because I got money on the Celtics money line plus 145 tonight. But after what happened, was it Game 3 where the Boston fans utterly broke Draymond Green, Klay Thompson, and Steve Kerr? The Warriors are softer than Charmin toilet paper, as I tweeted. So I do not care if they win. If they win, I win money. So good for me. If they lose, I win because I will bet the Celtics every game. So
I don't know. The way this series started, with Boston going up 2-1, winning game 1, I kind of thought, obviously I had my thoughts in the beginning of the series, but I thought it was going to be a slugfest. I really did. I thought Boston matches up really well with them on the perimeter. I think nobody has really matched up with them on the wing the way that Boston has in this series. And that's starting to give the Warriors fits to the point now where you're seeing Steph Curry just say, just let me take over. Just
my
give me the
game.
ball.
Which is-
It's my game. I'm going to take over. And when he scored 40 the other night, you look around and the other players on the team, you're getting 18 from Klay and 12 or 16 from Wiggins, but you're not getting the consistency from
that
his...
you're normally seeing from the Warriors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Klay Thompson, obviously the injury, 2 years off, that's going to be
Yeah.
that's going to be something where he's going to have to work his way back. But, you talked about in the last round, Andrew Wiggins and the impact that he had. I feel like other than the one game in this series, he's been kind of minimized.
Yeah.
You haven't heard anything from Poole.
Nope.
You
Cool
haven't heard
besides
anything from Draymond Green other than the fact that
Thank
he's just been
God.
getting shut out.
Yep.
and he cried.
And, their
Yeah.
wing players have been silenced for the most part in this series. So I think Boston matches up really well. And at the beginning of this series, when Boston went up 1-0 and then went up 2-1, I thought, well, maybe it might not even go 7. But now, seeing the way Golden State responded in Game 4, I actually think they might win tonight. I really do think this is the game that they might win, but then Boston comes back and wins the last two.
Okay, now if you're a betting man, so every time the series is flipped, so every time the away team has been on the road, the first time the away team's won.
Okay.
So it started in Golden State. Boston won game 1. Flip 2 games. Flipped to Boston. Golden State won game 3. Right? Every time. So my money's on Boston tonight. I think they're going to win. I hate Draymond Green. He's softer than toilet paper. Steph Curry, best shooter of all time. I don't know why. What he's done this series, especially the last game. How is he not in the one of the contenders for best player in the league?
He should be.
I feel like it's just been so long. It's like, oh yeah, Steph's gonna score, 32 to 45 points every game. Like
I think it's kind of an insult that he's not. And I think here's the thing. Part of the reason why he's not in that conversation, Joey, you and I remember when he was the only part of that conversation, and that was 2015, 2016. Yeah. What happened after that? Kevin Durant came and joined the Warriors. He took a back seat, and then all of a sudden now Steph has been trying to be the facilitator, trying to be the playmaker. He's not that guy that goes off for 40, 50, 60 points a game like he was before Kevin Durant joined that team. Now you're seeing him start to assume that role that you saw before.
I think
you're seeing the old Steph Curry come back.
He kind of realized this series. He's got to I really got to will this team to victory because Clay's been kind of minimized because of the wing defense by Boston. Draymond sucks. Poole's been kind of playing like trash. They don't really have any bigs. Wiggins has been quiet besides the one game. But Steph Curry, as much as I say I'm a Cavs fan. I'm really just a Cavs fan when they're good. But Steph Curry is so freaking good at basketball. It's unreal.
Here's the thing. I've always, and I will stand by this as long as I can remember, as long as I've watched basketball. If you are a coach of the game of basketball, you hate the way he plays the game.
It's so effortless.
Not only is it effortless, but he's doing things that you would never tell kids to do.
Right?
Well, you would never tell a kid to pull up from 35, 40
youth
feet
basketball.
away. And not even youth basketball, even at the high school level. Yeah. I still remember...
Make 3 passes before there's a shot.
I still remember Roger Jury's kid, who was...
Look at this.
Not Jordan. Awesome. Yeah, Jordan Jury.
Yeah.
You remember Jordan?
Oh, yeah.
When he was a freshman and sophomore, that kid would pull up from 35, 40 feet away, and I'd be like, look at this little Steph Curry kid. And he's out here watching Steph sitting there going, I can do that. And I'm like, man, this is going to be so bad for the game of basketball. But honestly, it really hasn't. It's not led to a revolution where everybody's shooting 40-footers.
Right.
It's kind of just another way to show off, essentially. Yeah. But I really like how he plays the game because he plays it with joy.
It's so fun.
It just looks so much fun. And his teammates are having fun, and they want him to have fun. And when he has fun, they all have so much more fun.
And they're so good, besides Draymond.
Honestly, I think he's the only part of that team. And here's the thing. If he was on the Cavs, I'd probably love him.
Oh, yeah. I mean, unless he made
one of those guys
where he was putting a mental pretzel.
Did everybody like Delly?
No.
Everybody hated Delly except for
Cleveland.
Cavs fans.
I guess you got a point. You got a point there. Okay.
Delly reminds me a lot of Draymond because, you got one of those guys on every team where...
Yeah.
Like Pat Bev.
Agitator.
Oh, yeah.
Pat Bev is one of those dudes where if he's on your team, you love him. If he's not, you hate him.
Yeah, that is very true.
I always think back to AJ Pierzynski. I know I'm old when I say that name, but he was an old catcher for the White Sox, and he was one of those guys I just could not stand him. Could not stand him. But then you watch him play the game, and it's like he's doing all the things right. Mm-hmm. He's doing those little things that annoy the shit out of the other team, gets under the skin of the other team, and exposes the weaknesses of the other team.
It's very talking basketball terms, it's very high basketball IQ to do that stuff and know how to do it.
And that's what Draymond does really well.
While also playing at a high level, too.
Yes, but Draymond doesn't play he hasn't been playing at a high level in this series. But
dog trash.
He's been doing all the other stuff for sure. But no, I mean, who you got tonight? I mean, I know you got your money on the Celtics tonight.
Celtics.
Money line, right?
Celtics.
So explain the money line thing to me, because I am not a gambling guy. I know over, I know under, I know... the spread, I know that kind of stuff. I don't know anything. What is money line?
So money line is just straight winner loser. So the Boston is plus 145. It means you bet $100, you win 45. You win 145.
Okay.
So then the Warriors, I think, are minus 125, which means you have to bet $125 to win 100.
Okay. All right.
So it's just instead of doing a spread.
So a money line is just basically a pick 'em.
Yeah, winner loser, and then you can put whatever money you want down, and then based off that you win your certain amount.
Okay.
So it's
And
just
Andre Iguodala is still playing with his old milk dud looking at.
who would you rather shoot the ball in the final seconds of the game? Andre Iguodala, Max Kellerman. How does he still have a job? How does he still have a job? It's impressive.
But yeah, you got the Celtics tonight. Is that
Celtics,
is that
yep.
your gut, or is that just?
Don't
you
really know
want
what
to
it
win.
is. It's my hate for Draymond Green,
Okay.
Steve Kerr, and Klay Thompson.
Well, that's illogical. Then Connor, who you got
That's the
tonight?
story of my life.
You know, my gut's telling me Golden State. I mean, they're home, Game 5. They just seen what they went through in Boston. Fans at Golden State just saw what their team went through in Boston. So
Oh, they're a bunch of soft California
let's
people.
see. Let's see what Golden State pulls through tonight. I got Golden State.
All right, fair enough. Greggy,
Double digits.
Who you got? Double digits.
Double
digits.
Okay.
What a wild accusation.
Greggy, I know you don't watch basketball, but we'll ask your opinion anyway. Who you got?
The Warriors are a bunch of bums.
A bunch of bums.
Yes, Greg. We finally agree on
Bunch of
something.
bums, I tell you. Celtics tonight, baby.
Celtics tonight.
I'm riding with Greg.
So I said it earlier. I think this is the game that the Warriors win. I'm just going off gut. I think this will be the one they win, and then they lose the last two. But it's only because I feel like they feel like this is a must win for them.
Yep.
Because think about if they lose this game and then you go back to Boston down 3-2.
That would be.
This is a must win for them. It should be.
They should be.
It should be a must win. I know they just won in
I
Boston,
didn't even think about that.
but
I didn't
yeah.
even think about that. You know how loud that place. If Boston wins tonight, Draymond has to be so scared to step in that building on. What would it be? They play Monday, so it'll probably be Thursday night because they're switching cities. Thursday night, he'd be shaking in his boots.
oh yeah.
There would be so many F Draymond chants.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I'm with you, Nate.
Yeah.
Golden State will take tonight, but right before the series started, I chose Celtics to win it.
All right.
Oh, I still have my money on the Warriors.
So if the Celtics win this whole thing, who you got for MVP right now? Joey?
Jason Tatum.
Okay.
Tatum.
Tatum?
Yep.
But let me rephrase that. You could make a very, very strong case for Jaylen Brown.
I was going to say the same thing.
You
Yes,
could
you
make a very strong
Jalen Brown's
case.
actually been more efficient in this series.
But
than
what I think is
Tatum.
going to happen is Tatum either this game or the next game, if they close it out,
He's going to have his moment.
he's going to have a 45, 50, 60-point game.
Yep.
That is just going to put
It's
him right
coming.
up
We get to
there
see
with
the
top
true
5 play-
Tatum.
Yeah, you're
It's
gonna,
coming.
Yeah.
For
Because
sure.
he's been playing decent. Like, I mean, he's still getting like 25, 26 points a game. But that true game where it's like that coming out party where it's like, oh, yeah, I'm a top 3 player in this league.
Right.
I think that's going to happen this series for Jason Tatum.
Right.
I mean, I think it could go. Honestly, I love the way Jaylen Brown's playing right now, for real. Like, Jason Tatum is not shooting the ball very well. I think he's shooting like 30-some% from the field.
Which is why I think he's going to have that breakout game.
He needs to.
Yeah.
He really does. He's doing the other things that he needs to do. He's playing defense really well.
Just a lot of turnovers.
Yeah, the turnovers thing. And it's been plaguing the whole team, honestly, man. Everybody on that team
Which
is
they've been
turning the
playing
ball
like that
over.
the whole year, so it's nothing new to them. But
It just doesn't make much sense. Because
zero.
They had that's never been a problem with them under Brad Stevens, and now
it's literally just been this 1 year.
Yeah, well-
they've been horrible with turnovers.
you get
Really
a
after the All-Star
defensive-minded
break.
coach.
Yeah, really after the All-Star break, it got really bad.
Their coach now is just more defensive-minded. He's just,
I did not see the stats for Game 4, but first 3 games for Celtics, they had double-digit turnovers. Did they have double digits on
Yeah, I think
in
18
Game
or something.
4?
It was bad. I think they had 10 in the first half.
Yeah, it was pretty
That's
bad.
crazy.
But yeah, that's I think honestly that's what I can see happening. Celtics, I think are still going to take this in 7, but I think the Warriors are going to take tonight. And outscored 13-0 by Warriors in clutch time.
See, that's the thing is I don't see the Celtics shooting the ball that bad again.
Well, and
that's so hard to
here's
imagine.
The thing: at the end of that game, they looked lost in certain situations. Like Jason Tatum, when he got the ball at the end of that game in that crucial situation when it's a one possession game, and as soon as he touches the ball, he's looking for somebody to pass to.
Like, dog, go get a bucket.
Go get your bucket. Yeah, get your points. I don't know. To me, I was watching the last 2-3 minutes of that game thinking, when is somebody going to step up for the Celtics?
Mm-hmm.
Who is that guy going to be? Because it's obvious that it's Steph for the Warriors.
Oh, yeah.
When they need a bucket, that's the guy.
I mean,
Who's the guy when they need a bucket for the Celtics? It could be, Jaylen Brown, or it could be Jason Tatum, or it could be Marcus Smart.
He makes one insane three, I feel like, every game. That you're
Who's
just
that?
like, Marcus Smart.
I know.
Where you're just like, bro, what
It's
are
the
you
green
doing?
hair.
It's
Bro,
ridiculous.
he'll
the
shoot
green
it from
hair.
like 35 feet out with like 18 seconds left on the shot clock and just sinks it. And you're like, what are you doing, bro?
But then he'll be wide open on a shot from the wing and he just brick it.
Brick it. Like, not even close. Like, dog, what are you on? Just go
Yeah.
play defense.
Yeah, it's he's one of those guys.
He's one of those pest guys, too, that he's just annoying to play
when he was at
against.
Oklahoma State, when he was coming out, I thought
He was a monster there.
He was
a monster.
I really thought he was going to be one of the next best point guards. And when they drafted him, they didn't have a point guard at the time. I mean, they had Isaiah Thomas, but that was the guy
later in
that
the
they were
career.
thinking was going to be the guy for them. But
He has turned into a defensive master, though. Which,
For sure.
I mean,
For
if
sure.
if you look at their draft, the way they drafted is perfect for them. I mean, which is why they're in the finals now, obviously. But, both these teams are unreal.
it's crazy that almost everybody in that core of that Celtics team is 27 or younger.
Yeah, that makes no sense. I feel like
Almost everybody.
yeah, they're young.
Tatum, I think, is only 24, right?
He's
24,
23. He's my age.
24, 23?
He's 23.
Wow.
Jeez. I know Jaylen Brown's only like 25, 26. There's another guy that's really young on that team. I can't think right now, but
Robert Williams.
yeah, Robert Williams like 23,
Yep.
22,
Al Horford, not young.
35.
Not young at all.
Not young at all.
It's like
But,
a bunch of teenagers and like one of their older brothers in college.
This is the 31st time the NBA Finals has been tied 2-2. The winner of Game 5 has gone on to win 73% of the time in those series.
Both teams are. Read the bottom one. Don't leave that one out. Both teams are undefeated in the playoffs after a loss.
There's some interesting stats there, folks. So,
That is interesting.
That
That
made me
is
feel
pretty
so
interesting.
good.
That is pretty interesting.
That made me feel great.
All right, so that's that.
Yep.
I think that's pretty much all we can talk about that without. I mean, none of us are Warriors fans. None of us are Celtics fans.
No.
I'm a fan of basketball. I love watching basketball.
Yeah.
So-
I just love sports.
Yep.
I mean,
So-
especially like the World Championships. I mean, it doesn't.
Yeah,
Doesn't
and it's
make
hard
sense.
not to follow when it gets to this point.
Yeah.
Whatever season, whatever sport it is.
Right?
Yep.
Even the Stanley Cup playoffs, when it gets to this point now, I'm like, all right, hell yeah, I'll watch the.
Oh, yeah.
I'll watch
Final
the
two
Avalanche
teams.
and the Lightning. All right, let's
Who's
go.
going to take home Stanley?
Yeah. So
Lightning.
NHL, that's something we could talk about here for about 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's impressive. I mean, for how physical and tough hockey is, and Tampa Bay is going in third straight season, looking for a hat trick, getting their third in a row. I mean, that's going down.
It's
as
impressive.
One of the best.
Isn't it weird that since Tom Brady got there, they've been unreal? Since he got the Tampa
Tom
Bay.
Brady effect.
That's what it is. The Tampa Bay effect.
Yeah. Tampa Bay.
Tampa time.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's a really weird matchup too because Avalanche are hot. They just swept in their conference finals, and then you got the Lightning, who were started off down 0-2, and then won 4 straight.
Yeah. I mean,
So it's such a weird series where they're both just crushing it, and the Lightning you kind of suspected, like people had their bets that they were going to be there, but. Not really. I know a lot of people thought the Rangers were going to be there. They had a shot. But that's just a lot of hockey in the last 3 years. A lot of hockey.
Yeah.
and when I when I went out to Colorado a few months ago, I mean, the love they have for the Avalanches.
Yeah, I mean,
unreal.
unreal.
It is unreal.
I mean, the Broncos suck, the Rockies suck, so
Well, they gotta like something. You gotta have something
Yeah.
to like. You don't have a basketball team, so right? No, the Denver
They
Nuggets.
got the Nuggets.
I don't even think about them though.
Well, they
Like,
have
seriously, they're
they
not
went
relevant.
out early.
Jokic, that's all they got.
That's
Yeah.
But seriously, when have the Nuggets been anything though? Last time I remember
Carmelo?
being anything was Melo. Yeah,
Mello?
for real.
The
Melo,
the
J.R.
light-
Smith.
The light blue jerseys.
Oh, those
were
baby blues
sweet.
were so sweet.
With the white numbers and the yellow outlining.
Oh, yeah.
Those were dope jerseys.
Remember when AI played there for like 2 years?
Yeah.
Out of nowhere. And it's just like, bro, you belong in a tough city, not Denver.
Yeah. Yeah, that was
Oh, I hope everybody picks Golden State. Please,
Looks
please,
like they
please,
are.
Please, please, please.
Stephen A.
I will be more than happy to go against Stephen A. Smith.
Oh yeah, they're all gonna pick Golden
Yep.
State for
Thank
sure.
you.
For sure.
This last person better not screw this up for me. Do not screw it up for me.
You don't even know. Greeny. You knew Greeny wasn't gonna pick Golden State.
There's always that one dude that's going opposite.
You knew Greeny wasn't gonna pick Golden
I
State.
couldn't tell you one basketball announcer. I have no interest in watching. I turned it on 2 minutes into the game, so I missed all the dumb stuff at the beginning of the game. I don't even know which one Greeny is. Is that the bald guy?
That's Mike Greenberg.
Yeah.
That's the guy in the middle.
The
Greeny.
announcer.
From Mike and Mike.
Yeah, Mike and Mike. Was never too much of a fan of that.
It really wasn't that good of a show.
No, never got into it.
Well, it was just the weird dynamic between two guys that didn't like each other.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, show me all the Boston highlights, please.
I always thought it was weird how Golick used to like pick on Greeny a lot, you know? When they were doing the show together, it was always like he was this geek and like Golick was this football guy that
Yeah,
just
this
pick
football
on him.
god from Notre Dame.
Yeah, you just
Go Irish.
Yeah.
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 I did not like that. Greg, he's like, yeah, go Irish. Yeah. Greg, he's like, I like me some Mike Golick. Yeah. Golick and Golick.
Greggy and Golick, new show coming this fall.
Greggy and Golick, new show.
Well, don't him and his son do a show together? Golick and Golick Jr. or something like that?
Something.
Golick,
Yeah,
Golick,
weird.
That would be such an odd.
I know when they tried to do Golick and Wingo,
Yeah, they tried that.
and that was awful because Wingo was just like a yes man. So everything Golick would say would be like, yeah, you're right. For sure. Yeah, I totally agree with that.
God, I wish I
Like,
was.
this is
argue with
great
him.
radio.
I wish I had a sound bite of that saved so I could just play that every time you say something now. Yeah, for sure. You're right, Nate. Yeah, for sure.
Flip it.
Clip it. Done. We got that. That's a sound bite, right? We're done.
Yeah, for
Yes.
sure.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you're right. Whatever you say.
That's great.
Oh, all right. So I think sports is pretty much. It's kind of hard to find things to talk about with sports.
Yeah, that's about it.
Like, we tried to touch on the NHL thing, and it's like, okay, yeah,
That's over
that's
with.
a 2-minute topic,
Yep.
and we're done with that.
Yep. Couldn't name one player.
Basketball lasted about 10 minutes, but now we can get into some good podcast topics.
Let's
here.
get it.
So we were talking a little bit off air. Last week we left off with burgers, right? We were talking about fast food burgers.
Yep.
And like basically the top 3. We know what the top 3 are because you can say
The three
your
men.
own personal top 3, whatever, but like talk about the top 3 national burger places as far as most burgers sold.
Yeah, like
you're
fast food
talking
wise.
McDonald's, Burger King, and Wendy's. Those are your
Yep.
top 3. So that's what we talked about last week. Now this week, figured we'd go a little bit more, I don't know, home cooking.
Expand our wings.
Yeah. Expand our wings. I like that.
Yeah.
That's good. I like that. So you had a couple things you wanted to talk about. I had a couple things I thought we could talk about. If you have something that you want to talk about, though, folks, you have a way now that you can actually call in the show. That's right. You can call us
Yes.
if you want to talk about something. We'd be more than happy to field a phone call. Call us right now, 567-220-9388.
You heard that.
Greggy's like, what? Wait, that's my phone. Huh?
Don't be
Yeah.
afraid.
Oh, I don't care. I won't
Let's
answer
hear your
during
questions.
non-show hours.
Once again, call 567-220-9388 if you want to get online with us. And maybe you got a topic that you want us to talk about or you want to talk about with us here on the Pulse Podcast. once again here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Nate Mullins, Joey Krajewski,
Yup.
Connor Roush, and Greg Kinn joining you live here in Studio Squared. We're going to step aside, take a quick timeout, and then we'll come back. We've got some juicy stuff to talk about.
Teaser.
But, yeah, let's just take a quick timeout. We'll be right back after this. You're tuned in right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Don't go anywhere. And we're back here on the Pulse, here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Nate Mullins, Joey Krajewski, Connor Roush, and Greg Kinn joining you live in studio here in Studio Squared. Guys, let's pick up where we left off.
Yup.
So I had some things that I wanted to talk about. You had a couple things you wanted to talk about. Connor, I think you had something you wanted to talk about too, right? Connor's
Maybe.
like,
Maybe.
we didn't talk about this at all. What are we talking about here? No. So one of the things that I kind of think we should discuss is like, last week we kept it in a top three, right? Mm. So let's just kind of keep with that theme. Let's just stick with
Top
threes.
Three's easy too.
So big three, top three, whatever you want to call it. That's what we're going to stick with. We're going to stick with, the theme is threes for all of this stuff. So, hot dogs, burgers, and brats. You're going to a cookout, right? What are you looking for toppings wise? If there's, if you got your sight set on the hot dogs, right? They got some really good all beef hot dogs. The casing's got that snap to it. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about.
I know all too well. I've
You know what I'm talking about. You're like, okay, yeah, all right, I'm feeling a hot dog. Usually I'm not feeling a hot dog, but man, sometimes
hot dogs hit different when
they
they're
do.
hit.
Oh, especially when, man, you
The bun's
crack
nice
open a
and
couple
soft.
of crispy boys. Nothing washes them down better. But no, a hot dog, if you're at a party and you go to a cookout, what's your toppings? Your top three toppings you got to have for a hot dog, Joey? Or are you just and if you're just a one topping guy or no topping, just say it. Just, I don't need any toppings, or I just need ketchup.
The only time I go like no toppings or one toppings is if I'm like a sporting event.
Oh, for
Just
sure.
because I'm not gonna waste my time doing
Yeah,
it.
but I'm talking like if you had your pick of any toppings that you could put on a hot dog, and you were going to a party and you were hoping that these three were there, what were the three be?
Stadium mustard, specifically the one from Progressive Field.
Ooh, the Dollar Dog Night, the brown mustard.
Yeah,
oh,
that
yes.
one. Yeah, that one. That relish, diced onions. Yep.
Ooh, okay. Now we going the neon green relish, or we just regular relish? You ever seen that Chicago dog neon green
I'm not
relish?
huge on that. Just like Heinz relish.
Okay, just regular
Yeah,
relish.
I don't
Just
need to
sweet
get fancy
relish.
like that. Yeah, preferably sweet because you got like the bitey mustard. So you want the sweet relish and then more onions on top just to give it that little extra, little kick in the butt.
All right.
So that's mine.
Connor, top 3 toppings, hot dogs. What we doing?
Oh, I'm
Connor's
very.
like, I just need ketchup.
He gives up
I am
ketchup
very,
vibes.
very picky on my toppings, especially
Oh my
if we're going with hot dogs. I mainly just eat it with ketchup.
There we go.
Ketchup.
That's it.
Yep.
That's all you're looking for.
Ketchup.
Now, is there a brand of ketchup you're specifically?
Heinz.
Heinz. Okay.
It's gotta be Heinz.
Local guy. I like it.
Yeah.
Local guy.
Could've
Greggy.
guessed that one.
Greggy,
Greg.
toppings for hot dog.
Okay, so obviously I'm gonna say ketchup because
Yep.
I'm about as simple as it gets. If we're talking about it doesn't have to be a cookout because this is something I like on it, but you usually don't find it at a cookout. I like hot dog chili sauce to put that on there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But-
That's what we're talking. Like top 3, any item that you want on a hot dog.
This right here, especially for a cookout, is probably one of my favorite things. Is to put baked beans on my hot dog.
Baked beans on a
Greg, yes.
It's so good.
Oh, we are unlocking some food secrets now. Okay. So,
That is
baked
a-
beans and mac and cheese on a hot dog. You ever tried it?
Fire.
I haven't tried it
suggest
like
you
that.
give it a try. I'm telling you, that was one of my accidental discoveries where like I had a big plate of barbecue and everything just got kind of mixed together. And I'm telling you, where the baked beans and the mac and cheese come together, that's where the magic happens. I swear.
So good.
It's just so good.
And then yeah.
I don't know what thought process came to me, but I was like, I think I should put this on the hot dog. Yeah, because there was no ketchup at this party. I'm pretty sure, and there was no. I'm a ketchup and mustard guy, but like I'll put anything on a hot dog. But yeah, Greg, top 3. That's pretty. I mean, that's clutch
solid.
right
That's
there.
solid.
Have you ever
Ketchup.
had
Go ahead.
had the baked beans with ketchup
Oh,
on a hot dog?
What?
now see, I am one of those weird guys
like
where. Have you ever done ketchup with chili sauce?
I don't think I've ever mixed those two together.
I do chili with ketchup and mustard, and I know it's weird.
Yeah.
I'm just saying,
Let that one slip.
hey, that's happens. And trust me, it hasn't
weird.
it's not the first time.
Nope.
That's for sure. But that's just, I don't know.
That
I
is
feel
an
like
odd combo. I've never.
It is
I've
an
never heard
odd
that.
combo, but
How do you layer that?
no, you just do the ketchup and mustard first,
And then chili on top.
right
Okay.
on top.
That's
Because you
better.
get the sweet with
Yeah.
the chili.
That's
That
how
makes sense.
that's how I feel about with the baked beans. Is you get this little bit of sweetness, and then
Oh,
you get
yeah.
that ketchup in there, and it gives that little tartness, and it's just
Oh yeah.
If you would have said the other way around, where you put the chili on first and the ketchup and mustard on top, I would have been scared to sit this close to you.
No, that's a little psychopath stuff. That's that's like putting the milk in the bowl first instead of the cereal.
Immediate red flags.
Connor, are you a milk first guy?
Milk first? No, I put the cereal in and then the milk.
exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Wow.
I mean, come on.
That's psychopath right
That
there.
is psychopath stuff, right?
Well, here's the thing too. That's for the first bowl. Second bowl.
Well,
yeah,
I
that's-
still do cereal.
bets are
I
off
still do
then.
cereal, and then I'll add more milk if I have to.
Yeah.
So I guess it is the same.
I was
But yeah,
scared
it's
there for a
cereal.
second.
It's cereal, then milk.
And then cereal on top of the cereal milk.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Because once you eat it, gigs up. Cereal
That's-
goes on
it's
top.
done.
Milk's flavored already. It goes on top.
But no, my top 3 hot dog toppings. If I'm at a cookout and I'm like, I hope these are here. It's got to be chili, it's got to be cheese, and it's got to be onion. Like I love a chili cheese dog, and you add onion to that mix. It's like
That's exactly what I got from Jolly's today. It's so
Now-
hard to beat. It's just a classic chili,
Jolly's.
cheese, onions.
We'll go to the next topic, brats now. Okay, so we went from hot dogs. Now we're going to brats. Now, I don't want. Obviously, there are different types of brats. There's the Johnsonville brat, which is basically like the big meat
Yeah.
casing sausage that's like curved, and those are the good ones.
Yeah, those are
those
the-
are the good ones. They take the longest to cook.
Yep.
Those are your beer brat variety.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm talking like stadium brats.
Stadium brats.
You know what I'm talking
Perfect.
like Jolly's has stadium brats.
Yep.
Like just the They're shaped the same way as a hot dog.
Yep.
They got like a whitish color to them almost.
Yeah.
They don't take very long to cook. They're already pre-cooked, I think. But
Yeah.
I don't
those, for whatever reason, from Jolly's, chili and onion on those are just
chili on them. Interesting.
chili and onion on those brats are like the best topping at Jolly's. I go chili and onion with that brat every time.
Interesting.
Now, if I'm at a cookout and it's like a Johnsonville brat, honestly, just ketchup and mustard.
Really?
Just ketchup and mustard.
Huh.
That's it. If it's a brat, that's all I want on it. If it's a regular good brat, like if it's one of those Johnsonville, like, you know, those thick, meaty, girthy ones, you know what I'm talking about.
I like the vocabulary right there.
I try to keep it,
the girthy ones.
No pause right there. No pause.
You know where you bite into them and they juice all over you. Yeah, anyway.
I had to catch myself there for a second. But yeah, brats.
Brats. So yeah, what are your top 3 brat toppings? As
Now the issue is
crickets
when I
play in
think
the
brats,
background.
I immediately go to beer brats, which is my issue. So I'm thinking stadium
I love
brats.
beer brats.
Beer brats are next level.
Oh.
So say,
Yeah, you're at the ballpark,
yeah, Progressive Field, I get a brat. I want
but your dream items are in front of you. Like anything on the menu, like you have any 3 items you want on this bratwurst.
caramelized onions, like onions that were cooked
Caramelized
with the brats.
Okay.
Red peppers cooked with it, and then that same. Actually, no. You can go 2 ways here.
You at a ballpark or a restaurant?
Yeah, right.
Hey, that's my dream.
Yeah, we're allowed to dream up whatever we want.
Either stadium mustard again, or
Caviar.
if it's crazy, the spicy brown mustard.
Grey Poupon.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Just because I want it spicy. But
So
yeah,
you went spicy brown on the hot dog and the brat.
Yeah, well, it can go either ways because usually if it's a real crazy place, they have both. But usually they just have one or the other.
Okay.
So they usually only have the stadium mustard or the spicy brown mustard. They hardly ever do you see both on occasion. If you do, you probably just want to find a place to stay there forever.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm
For sure.
going the onions and peppers that were cooked with the brats, and then stadium mustard or spicy brown mustard.
Okay. So caramelized onions, and then brown mustard or stadium mustard.
Yep.
Whatever.
And then the peppers cooked with
And
them.
then the peppers cooked with them. So onions and peppers and mustard. Okay.
Yeah.
I dig that. Connor, what you got? Brat toppings.
You ready?
Yeah. Ketchup.
We got ketchup. and then I love, and a lot of it too, shredded cheese.
Woohoo!
Interesting.
Like Skyline, a lot of it.
Oh yeah.
like
oh yeah.
mounded?
You got like I love shredded cheese and ketchup on my brat.
Okay.
You can't beat that.
Really?
Ketchup and
Oh yeah.
shredded cheese.
Oh yeah. Try it.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna have to now. All right, Greggy. Brat toppings. What do you got? Greggy's like, I don't even eat brats. What are you talking about?
I know you're about to be extremely shocked, Nate, but no, thank you.
Ketchup.
If they said, hey, you get a free bratwurst, what do you want on it? I'd say, Nate, what do you want on this? Because I'm not eating this thing.
Not a brat guy, Greg.
Nope.
Nope.
Never
Interesting.
happened.
Greggy is like you don't have burgers? I guess I'm not eating. So let's go to burgers now. Burger toppings.
Okay.
If you're at a cookout, cheese is not a topping. Cheese
yeah.
is like an automatic.
Yes.
It's an
Okay.
It's a cheeseburger.
It's a cheeseburger, or it is a like. They're gonna ask you when you're at the grill, you want cheese on your burger or not, right? Like that's the
Doesn't
given.
count. Doesn't count.
That's not a topping. We're talking condiments
Yes.
or vegetables or whatever.
Wow.
Can we pick our cheese? Can we pick the cheese?
Okay,
And that doesn't count?
it doesn't count as a topping, but yes,
Okay, we get to pick our
you
cheese.
can pick
Okay.
your
So
cheese.
many good
Duly
cheese.
noted.
Because here's the thing: if I wouldn't let you pick your cheese, then the toppings do matter with the cheese.
Thank you. I was just about to say that.
Because you're going American, it's probably just going to be lettuce, tomato, and mayonnaise. But like you got
Basic.
pepper jack, you might be going a little bit off the trails a
Yeah.
little bit, you know. Like,
Yep.
so go ahead.
This comes with a toasted bun, correct?
Yes, brioche bun.
Okay.
Okay.
We're going bougie barbecue.
All right.
This is Backyard's Chris Chase's barbecue.
Yeah. Nice.
He's got all the toppings,
I'm
Hint,
going.
hint.
the whole spread.
Okay, I'm going blue cheese crumbles on top
Bougie
with hot sauce.
Okay.
And then underneath, I'm probably throwing a tomato and bacon underneath.
Oh,
So you're
my
going blue cheese
toppings-
crumbles for your cheese.
My cheese. Yep. My toppings are hot sauce, bacon, tomato. Because we're stuck at 3.
Bacon, tomato, hot sauce, and blue cheese.
Yep.
That is an interesting burger.
Yep.
So that's like your go-to. Like if they had that, that was what you go to.
I
for
mean,
sure.
we're limited on toppings here,
Okay.
so we're only
Alright.
doing 3 toppings.
That's
so
3, yep.
I picked my 3 faves.
Okay.
faves. You got the faves.
Faves.
Yeah. I
Got the
talk-
3 bays.
Yeah. I talk like
All right,
a
Connor,
14-year-old.
what are you doing?
All right, so
We got ketchup.
we got ketchup.
Ketchup, American
what kind of cheese we doing
we
here?
got ketchup.
American.
American or
American.
American or Colby Jack.
Okay. All right. I like Colby Jack.
I like Colby Jack. And then you got to go with lettuce, tomato, and then if one's got to get swapped, there's bacon in there as well. I love
Okay,
bacon.
so lettuce, tomato, and bacon.
Yeah.
Those are your 3 with American cheese. That's like an all-American burger.
Yeah.
Like,
Wait, we discussed this last week. Do you want shredded lettuce or like a leaf of lettuce?
Leaf.
Oh,
oh,
interesting.
on a burger.
Well,
I think
what's
leaf lettuce
interesting is-
probably
I
the
think
way to
leaf
go.
does play more at a cookout.
Yeah,
I will
for
yep,
sure.
I will
Yes.
agree with that.
Well, and honestly, who wants to chop up lettuce at a cookout? You're cooking
Yeah,
stuff. You're just
exactly.
gonna rip that thing up, and there you go.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly. I'm thinking restaurant though. You're probably getting shredded lettuce, which is what I prefer the shredded.
I don't know. I just had more of my burgers. If lettuce, it was just the leaf lettuce.
Yep.
It was solid, not shredded up at all. So I mean, don't count me wrong. The other way's good, but no, solid.
All right, solid. I like it. Greggy, what we got? Burger toppings.
Let's go with a nice white cheddar.
Okay,
On the
white
burger.
cheddar.
White cheddar.
Ooh.
Look
Wow.
at you, Greg. I didn't even think of that.
and then we just keep it simple, man. I mix mayonnaise and ketchup on hamburgers. Like,
Ooh,
that's
I
my
love
go-to.
mayonnaise and
that's
ketchup
a
on a
good
burger.
combo.
Oh,
That's all it needs.
that's it? Just
Yep.
ketchup, mayonnaise?
That's all it needs. Maybe
And
some
white
bacon.
cheddar.
If you really want some bacon, you can throw some bacon in there. But
You know, that's all that, but you can't go wrong with the barbecue burger. Like a big,
Oh,
yeah, like
for sure.
barbecue
For
burger.
sure. Now,
That is fire.
to your cheese argument, I will make 4 different burgers with 3 toppings each.
That's the thing. Like the cheese really.
For real. It just makes,
Like,
okay, so
it
if they have
changes a lot.
Swiss, I want
mushrooms
like,
and onions.
Yes, I want grilled mushrooms and onions with my burger with mayonnaise.
Nate, you
And
want
that's it.
Swiss cheese.
Nate, you want sautéed mushrooms or you want some slimy out of the can?
Oh God, Greg! No, we're not doing that. Okay, so we. Thanks, Tommy. So after the game on Thursday, we're like, where we want to go to eat? We want to go somewhere to eat. Let's find somewhere to eat. Okay, let's find somewhere to eat. So we're finding somewhere to eat, and oh, there's this cheesesteak place not that far away. Let's go to this cheesesteak place. All right, hell yeah, I love cheesesteaks. So we drive over. There's nowhere to park. It's in downtown Akron. And there's no
Oh,
parking
geez.
anywhere around this place. It's on the corner of this huge ass building. And I'm like,
It was like an O'Charlie's or something like that.
there's no parking around it. It's in the middle of downtown, so there's no parking anywhere around it. I'm not walking a mile to get to a place to eat. So we just were like, all right, well, I guess we're not getting cheesesteaks. So we're sitting there trying to figure out what we want to get. And
That's
Tommy's
such
like,
a difficult transition.
and then Tommy goes,
Turn left here.
turn left here. And I'm like, oh God, where are we going?
I said, are you actually instructing me on how to get somewhere? Or are you just telling me shit?
Nope. He had an idea where we were going. So we get to this place. It's called Luigi's in Akron. Okay. Little mom and pop Italian place.
Interesting.
And I mean, it's probably grandma and grandpa Italian place.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
They don't take credit cards. There's no bacon on the entire menu.
See, that could be
No bacon.
the no credit cards is a green flag because it's like, okay, these people are old school. They're
old
it.
school.
So
They're doing
that's green
yeah.
flag. The
And
no
then you
bacon,
go to
red flag.
a red flag.
Well, and then like I wanted a certain thing and they didn't have that thing, so I ended up having to adjust what I wanted. And then so
It was one of those situations that as soon as we were there, I was like, God, I don't want anything that's here.
yeah, I'm looking at the menu and I'm like, it took me literally 10 minutes to figure out what I wanted.
That's such a left turn. You
because
guys
I
are-
didn't want anything on the menu.
That's such a difficult transition when you pick the cheesesteaks first. Okay, that's what I want now.
Yes.
There's nothing else that sounds
Yes.
good besides cheesesteaks.
Yep.
Can't get there. I mean,
And then he took us to a pizza place, And here's the thing, like the pizza.
That's such a left turn. You should go to like a sandwich place like that. Just stick in the line, the same food, like in the food pyramid.
Hey, I wanted to go to the gas station and get the meat sandwiches, and you guys wouldn't let me.
This is the gas station that was famous for being on YouTube, though, Greg. Like it was some gas station that like
That's
the
why I wanted
dude
to go there.
basically makes videos about people stealing shit from the gas
You
station.
ever seen gas station
yeah.
encounters?
Gas station encounters? You
I
ever
think
seen
I
it's
that?
think
called-
so. Is that in Akron?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's
right
really-
outside of
Wait,
Akron.
really?
Yeah.
It's outside
Yeah.
of Akron, yeah.
Nah. I
Yeah,
think
the
I
dude getting slapped with that twisted tea was in like Berea, wasn't it?
It was in Illyria.
Illyria.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Gotta
all that
love
stuff happened.
Northeast Ohio.
But no, we get to this place and we order pizza, and then they have on the menu. I love mushrooms. I'm a mushroom guy. I love mushrooms.
Yeah, and it
okay?
said sauteed mushrooms.
I
It
know
says
where you're going with
sauteed
this.
mushrooms with butter, and I'm like, ooh, okay, all right. I like sauteed mushrooms.
I know you're going with this. And
They
I feel
bring it
so
out.
Bad.
They sit it on the table in this little ramekin like this big, and I look at it and I'm like, I'm pretty sure those are canned
Yep,
mushrooms.
I knew exactly where you were going with that.
I'm like, because I was expecting like mushroom buttons, you
Yeah.
know, like the little mushrooms in the saute, you
And that
know.
waitress was just like, "Yep, no." I was like,
I even said it to her. I'm like, I was kind of expecting like the mushroom buttons or like fresh mushrooms. She goes, yeah,
no.
I think most people do.
Well, you think most people
don't get
do?
it.
Would you
I
just?
took one bite of these mushrooms and I'm like, yeah, that's not gonna do anything.
Nope.
I pushed them off to the side. She goes, "So, are you done with your mushrooms?" Yeah, I'm not gonna eat those.
She knew that.
I was like, I was expecting fresh, not canned. She goes, yeah, I think most people do. It was just, I don't know.
There's nothing worse than that. Nothing.
Luckily, they took it off they took it off our bill. They didn't charge me for it, but yeah, it was it was one of those situations where, like Greg said, neither one of us really wanted anything there, but we just, all right, well, I'll get a cheese pizza, and we'll figure out something. We got some garlic bread, and it was $6 for an order of garlic bread, and there was 4 pieces of garlic bread with cheese in this
that
order.
is outrageous.
Yeah.
Really?
It was like they took half of a bun, like a sub bun,
Yeah.
and put cheese on it, and then cut it
Yep.
up into 4 pieces and sat it down for
Well,
us.
did you notice, Nate, when I ordered my homemade meatball sub, she was like, "You want cheese on that?" I'm like, "Who gets a meatball sub without cheese on
Why
it?"
would you not get cheese on a meatball sub? It was like, okay, it reminded me of one of those really old school Italian places where they're like, we're going to tell you what you want to eat.
Yeah.
Like, you're not going to tell us what you want. We're going to tell you what's Italian.
We're just
Yeah.
gonna make
Yeah.
some.
This is Italian, and if you don't like it, go somewhere else. Go
Well-
go to Little Caesars, huh?
Well, they touted
Ah!
on the
talking
menu.
about?
Talking about the real Italian.
Well, that's
this is
what-
the real Italian.
I got the meatball sub because the menu had touted, homemade meatball sub, and I'm like, "Oh, all right." And they were big meatballs, but man, they were the most bland. Just taste like meat and taste like tomato paste, like on that sandwich. I was like, "This
They
is
were
not good."
big, meaty balls, but they didn't
It
have
was
much
not
flavor.
good. No,
No flavor.
never going there again. That's for sure.
Boy, we are just killing it today.
Yeah.
Jeez, oh, Pete.
There it is. But no, that burger toppings, honestly, so for Swiss cheese, it's mushrooms and onions. It's for American, I honestly, I'm with Greg on this. Like, if it's just American cheese,
Basic.
I like ketchup and mayonnaise mixed together on a sandwich. There's something about that combination.
So good.
And for me, I'm a weirdo, but I love that combination with tomatoes. Like a real fresh sliced tomato with ketchup and mayonnaise is just, oh, that's so good.
Now, do you stick with ketchup and mayo, or do you go over to Thousand Island or burger sauce?
Now, see, here's the thing.
that trend.
If we're going, you can only have 3 toppings.
That's what I'm saying. This is
I
difficult
would
with the
say,
burgers.
honestly, let's go Thousand Island. That way I can have 1 topping with that because it's basically the same thing, except it's
Yep.
got a little bit of relish. And then I'll go lettuce and tomato with Thousand Island. And then that's your, like, basically Big Mac, add tomato,
Yeah.
no pickle, no mayo.
Which is
Or no
very
pickle,
basic
no
for a
onion.
very basic
Yeah,
setup. Like,
very basic. But then, honestly, if you go messing around with, like, spicy cheeses, that's when I
where
like to get creative.
It gets exotic. Like
That's when I'm like,
that's what
oh,
makes it
well,
difficult.
you can bust out, yeah, like you said, blue cheese crumbles,
Yeah.
and like you could.
like the
Open
Colby,
it up.
The Colby Jack pepper jack cheese. That's the same. It's like what I don't even know how you made that, but now you just made my life better.
Yes, and it made,
Love it.
but it also opened up so many more choices and
'Cause-
opportunities.
Yep, because with each cheese, you're going to change up your toppings.
Now, here's an interesting topping that I love that not a lot of people probably like. On a burger, provolone cheese, grilled pineapple, and ham.
Grilled pineapple.
Never tried it.
Never had that
Grilled
before on a
pineapple
burger.
is phenomenal.
Oh,
I'm
grilled
telling you,
pineapple is
it's so-
amazing.
So good. But on a burger, it's called a
That's so
kahuna burger.
interesting.
You ever seen that on Pulp Fiction? Where they eat the kahuna burger?
Oh,
They go to
yeah.
that little drive-in place, they eat the kahuna burger. You got a big old slice of
I'm
pineapple on
trying
it.
to imagine the ham. What's the ham like? Are we talking like
Just a slice of ham.
chunk
Just
of
one,
ham? Oh,
just
like
one
lunch
slice of ham.
meats?
Yep,
Lunch meat?
just a slice of lunch meat. Just a slice of
Whoa,
ham
That threw me for a curveball.
with a grilled pineapple and provolone cheese.
See, now I could see that instead of the lunch meat ham, if it was like leftover Christmas ham.
Oh, that'd be good too.
And
Like a
you
thick
put it
slice of
underneath
ham?
the burger.
Now, see, when you think of lunch meat ham, you're thinking of like shit from a package. I'm thinking like I'm going to the deli and telling them to slice me some
Yeah,
lunch
like
meat.
chips,
Yeah.
like the chips.
And not even chipped. Like I like the black smoked ham, like the Black Forest ham, like
Yup.
the honey ham.
Oh, yeah.
Like any kind of ham
See,
they
this-
have.
it's kinda
I'll go
like
through
a-
and look at them and say, okay, I want that. I want a half pound of that. I want a half pound of that. I love chipped ham though.
Chipped ham's good.
Chipped ham is like a thing from my childhood. It's got to be real thin
I
sliced.
think
Yeah.
Thin
Like you gotta
slice.
be able to see through
Yeah.
that stuff, and then I want to stack it on the
Yup.
sandwich.
Way too
Smash
much.
it down.
Yes.
With some Miracle Whip. Oh,
Yes, Merkle Whip.
Oh.
See,
Anyways.
the thing is, I don't like lunch meat ham, but I like lunch meat turkey. But when it comes to the big things of them, I don't like turkey, but I like the ham,
So when you say the big things of them,
like the actual birds and the.
oh,
little-
okay, so like
Yeah.
the actual
Yeah,
serving,
like the actual like
when you're going
the
to
real stuff, not the.
So you
processed-
like a Christmas ham, but not a Thanksgiving turkey.
Yeah, it's just it's not that I
But
don't
you
like
like
the turkey.
lunch meat
Turkey
but
over
not
lunch meat.
ham.
Yeah.
See, I'm the opposite. Like,
Oh, man. Dude, I love fresh turkey.
you know what I love? I love the way you say it.
It's just not it.
I love it.
I don't know what it is. No, I've never had
So
like the
good.
deep fried ones or anything like that. I've just had the normal roasted turkey. I mean, it's not bad. That's not what I'm saying. It's just if you have them both in front of me, I'm gonna pick ham,
Okay.
preferably with like green bean casserole, bite there. But that's another story for another day
Okay.
because we could talk about that for hours.
Oh, for sure. Thanksgiving is a topic
Top
for that
three
time of
for
year.
Thanksgiving.
For sure. But no, we're talking about cookouts now.
Yeah,
Because it's
cookout.
that time of year. I mean, it's cookout weather. It's cookout time of the year.
Barbecuing
It's
season.
it's golf outing season for real. Like
Yes.
it's every weekend is a golf outing or a wedding. That's
Right.
You're either going to a
I
golf
just-
outing or a wedding.
I just had 3 in a row that I just finished up.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
You've been a busy man lately with all the weddings and
Joey's out
golf
there.
outings.
My
and-
liver is so happy.
but no, the burgers, I mean, you could go any way with
Burgers
the
are
cheese.
tough.
I feel like the cheese is the controlling factor, especially if you're not making that a topping. If it's not one of the 3 toppings, then now all of a sudden those
Yeah,
3
two.
toppings can change
Yeah.
dramatically
And then if
based
you-
on what cheese you're using.
And then if you do make the cheese a topping, then you only have 2 other things. So what do you like?
Yeah.
You're handcuffed there. I mean, do you go?
What are you gonna do?
Do you put ingredients on, or do you put sauces on? Because it's
See,
difficult to
I
go
feel like
1-1.
sauces shouldn't count as a topping, but
That's
they
the thing.
do
Exactly.
because you're topping the burger with it.
Yeah.
So,
Exactly. It's weird.
but it's like, does it really count though? You know, should it? But it should.
Gray- it's gray
Because
area.
I
If
count
it
it
doesn't
as a
count, then Greggy wouldn't have anything on it. You know, like,
I just got a plain burger.
I mean,
Okay, I got a quick
honestly,
question.
I love
though.
a plain burger.
school burgers from like school with literally just a slice of American cheese. I'll eat 50 of them.
Just cheese, nothing
Yeah,
else.
like you know, how, like schools
Yeah.
give out the burgers.
Yeah.
Literally, I don't know what it is about them. Just put a slice of cheese on
But
it.
them lunch ladies can make a burger.
Well, I mean, I'm sure they just throw them in a pan with some
It's just
juice.
a big
Yeah.
pan and
Yeah.
throw it in there. Yep.
I will
Cook
knock
in the oven.
I will knock down a whole pan though. Jalen Brown make a.
So, how do
That's
you
not
like?
looking good for the Celtics?
I guess a quick question
Joey's
here.
sweating more as this episode gets
Trying not
further.
to watch, but God, this is starting to piss me off.
I guess just a quick question. How do you like your burger cooked?
Oh, medium.
Medium.
Pink.
Medium. Give me some pink in there.
Yeah.
Honestly, if
Juicy,
I'm cooking
bloody.
it and I know where the beef comes from, I want it medium rare.
Yeah.
Because, like, if it's Fox Farms beef, oh my good lord!
Hey,
Give
no
me a
free
medium
plugs.
Rare. Hey, come on now. They're good people. I love to give them good free plugs. But no, a medium rare burger from a good beef distributor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Madison's. I know where they get their beef from. He has a specific company that he buys from because they grind it for us specifically. There's like three different kinds of beef that he blends together to make
I
our
gotcha.
Y'all got that
hamburger
Wagyu.
It's so good though. It really is. And I always try to whenever I take an order, I always ask people, how do you like your burger done? Unless it's a Bako burger. I won't ask you then because
What?
a Bako burger?
The Bako burger.
You've never had the
Oh,
Bako
come on,
burger?
Joey.
Oh my
I don't know what that is.
Joey.
Hold on. You
Oh,
expect me to go to
no.
Madison Street and not get chunks?
Okay.
I don't
All
know.
right.
Joey.
So
Let's
you have
introduce
never
you to
had the
something here.
Bako burger. What?
No.
All right. So let me just take you on this little ride.
Crazy
here.
talk.
So the Bako burger is unlike any burger you'll ever experience.
Oh my
Do you know
gosh.
why? Because they take real bacon crumbles, real bacon, and they smash it around the patty and make a bacon crust all the way around the burger.
Every
so there's
you said
bacon in every bite.
bite.
That's crazy.
It's not like a normal bacon cheeseburger.
No, that's not like
because,
And here's the thing.
There's bacon strips on there, and you might not get bacon in every bite, you know?
Yeah.
With this Bako burger, it's literally
Every
like a BLT burger.
Wait, where's this at?
That's at Madison.
Oh, it's at Madison Street.
Oh, my God.
And here's the thing too: is like you order it, dude. You're done after the burger.
Oh, it's
but
huge.
you always order a side, but you're taking that side home because after that Bako burger, you're done.
But no, that's I always try to make it a point whenever people order burgers at Madison's.
Yes.
I ask them how they want them done because that's a point that I like to try to drive home with people is we have quality beef.
Yeah.
So if it's quality, you should be able to cook it a little bit under temp and it's fine as long as it's to a certain temperature.
Right.
You know, you can still eat it. You're not going to get
I
sick.
prefer my medium rare. Even if I'm
Your
at like
medium rare?
a nicer restaurant that's like, okay, I know they probably got some real cooks back there. I'll get it medium rare.
Okay.
I
That's
just
what
like
I'm
it
doing.
pink, bloody, fresh.
I get
All
it.
my steaks are.
I feel
Oh
that.
yeah, medium steaks are
feel it.
medium
Medium
rare
rare.
always.
Oh, for sure.
Yep.
With some blue
Steaks
cheese
is a
crumble.
conversation we need to have for
That's
a whole
a-
podcast.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
Seriously, we need to take a trip right outside this back door, take the camera out back there, take a
Grilling
nice
steaks?
little grill, and then
No.
grill steaks for all of
I'll
us.
save the how you like your steak cooked, like the cooking wise, for another day.
That's exactly right. That's
Okay.
going to be a whole nother podcast.
But I do have a question. What about cookout sides?
Okay. So we did the cookout toppings for burgers and brats and
Hot dogs.
hot
Yes.
dogs. So now, top 3 sides for a cookout. Like top 3. Go ahead.
Okay. Let me think. Pasta salad, Italian style pasta salad.
Creamy Italian.
Bro, I don't know how my mom does this, but it's like I can't think of the name of the noodles now.
Rotini.
I think it's I think you're right with
Tricolored
rotini.
rotini.
Tricolored rotini with it's literally just Walmart's Italian dressing.
Oh, yeah.
Those tiny slices or cubes, not slices.
Cube
of
cheese.
Cheese. She'll have red onions in it,
Oh, yeah.
half cherry tomatoes, and then when she gets crazy,
Pepperoni.
yeah,
You knew it.
pepperoni.
you're talking my language.
And then I know that once it's done that day, my dad will throw bacon bits in it too. Because my mom gets upset when he throws bacon bits in it, so my dad will throw bacon bits in it, or I will. But yeah, pasta
You know
salad.
what else I like in my pasta salad? Cucumbers. Like just diced up little
See,
cucumbers.
I've never gotten on the cucumber train.
Oh, I love cucumbers.
Like cucumbers, celery, and lettuce are in the same boat for me. It's like, why are they a thing? They're just water in a different form.
That's funny.
And it's not that I don't like them.
But
It's
Greggy's
just,
like, I like this guy. I like this
it's not that like
gets
I
it.
dislike him or anything. It's just like I don't want to eat water. Like I can just
Eat
drink it.
water.
I don't want to eat water.
So you're not an ice chewer?
No,
No.
I refill it.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Unless it's Chick-fil-A ice. That ice is different.
That ice, though.
The little balls, like it's like okay,
That's
y'all.
that good ice.
Yeah, that's that good. Y'all spend way too much money on your ice machines. But yeah,
God.
pasta salad, shredded cheesy potatoes, not the scallop potatoes, like when it's shredded,
Yeah.
like the strips.
Yep.
Yeah.
Those shredded potatoes, and then
Almost like hash brownish.
yeah,
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
yes, and then I would. This is where I'm in. You're putting me in a box here.
Just think about this, Joey. You gotta have
So
a dessert
pasta
in
salad,
there.
cheesy potatoes.
And then I could go 6 different ways. I could go like collard greens, baked beans. I could go potato chips. I mean, I'm stuck.
You've got to put
I
one
know.
in that third
I'm
spot.
stuck. I put myself in a box. I'm a small
You're the one that
brain.
came up with this
I
topic.
know. I'm a small
on,
brain
Joey.
moron. Dang it! Why'd I do this? Okay. Let me think about my plate real quick. Okay, I have pasta salad. I have potatoes. I'm probably gonna do baked beans. I'm gonna mix the baked beans and the cheesy potatoes.
So much goes in.
Baked beans, cheesy potatoes, and pasta salad. Okay. All right. I can dig it.
Because the pasta salad and the baked beans are probably just gonna get mashed together at some point.
Oh, for everything's getting mashed. You know,
Actually, the first thing that goes is the pasta salad.
my wife is one of those people that literally mixes everything on her plate.
Every
the
single
minute
thing.
she sits down. The boys and I will play a game like, okay, I'll bet you it's a minute after she starts eating, she'll mix all of her food. Okay, I got 2 minutes. All right, I got 3 minutes. All right, we're on. All right, how much you got? How much you got? All right. Then she'll come down and sit down and literally everything gets mixed together after the first
Oh my
bite.
gosh.
She loves it. I mean, it's all going to the same place, right? You know?
I guess.
Joey's like, no.
See, the thing is, like,
Sounds so
I like to eat. I
Not
don't
really.
mind that, but it's like certain things I like them. I'd like it like that, like the
Okay.
pasta salad. I will like specifically eat that first, and then just garbage bowl. Everything gets mixed together,
All right.
or gets mixed together and thrown on top of the hot dog or the burger or something like that.
Okay.
But
Whoa.
Look at you pulling over here.
know.
Strong man
pull
pulling.
out
Lift
game,
it.
pull out
Pulling
game
stuff
strong.
right out of the Your pull-out game is strong.
Yeah, but it's just like certain things. Like I could have gone so many different ways with that. Because like if we're at like a barbecue cookout, then I don't want those. I want like collard greens. I'd still go with the baked potatoes or the cheesy potatoes, but like I want like cornbread with that then. So it can go different ways.
Okay.
Depends what kind of cookout you're at.
All right.
But since we're on burgers, hot dogs, and stuff like that, that's what
We're
I
at a
always
white
want.
people cookout.
White people cookout.
White people cookout. We're at a church cookout. How about that? There you
Yeah.
go.
Sure, here you go.
So
We're at
I
a
will
potluck
probably
dinner.
need to add like salt and pepper to the.
You're going to have to bring
cheesy
your own
potatoes.
hot
Yeah.
sauce.
Yeah, I got the little Texas Pete. I have the Texas Pete hot sauces in my pocket.
Either you had to bring your own hot sauce or you're going to have to call Hillary to get hers.
Right? Oh my god, bro! Don't start. Don't start.
No, but seriously, Connor,
All right.
3 sides. Your top 3 barbecue sides. What are they?
So, I do like.
There's ketchup.
yeah.
A side of
We gotta
ketchup.
put ketchup. We got the ketchup to dip the burger or broad and stuff in. I mean, you can't go wrong with the cheesy potatoes. That's a killer. Gotta have chocolate chip cookies.
That's a barbecue side?
Yeah.
That's wild.
chocolate
Okay,
chip
that's
cookies.
like dessert.
That's
I'm
out of
talking
left
like-
field.
Hey,
Yeah.
chocolate chip.
have you ever made? Okay, so I was at a barbecue one time where there were chocolate chip cookies and there were burgers.
Yeah.
And a guy made a burger with 2 chocolate chip cookies.
Disgusting.
He kept trying to get everybody to try it.
No.
We were all looking at him like,
I don't know about that.
nah,
He should've been-
you go ahead, you have all that, man.
He should've been
No,
ex-
dude, you seriously, you gotta try. This is so good. You seriously gotta try. I'm like, dude, no.
He should have
I'm
been
not-
excommunicated. That's disgusting.
And then my third one, dude, you gotta go with Ball Wright's potato chips.
Dude.
See, but do potato chips count? Because like, if I
That's-
think I'm snacking on those as soon as I get there. So
Still,
that's-
they're
that's a
on
side.
they're on your plate.
Here's
Yeah.
the thing. You're gonna get some as soon as you get there, but you're also gonna get some and put them on top of your baked beans when you're going to your table, right? Because I'm sorry, but ball rights and baked beans go together like peas and
Oh,
carrots.
yeah.
Ooh.
That's the good stuff.
Am I right?
That's-
I mean, dude, you just when you're done with your plate, you just take a handful of ball rice and just throw it on
See,
top.
but
Like,
okay, here was
scooping
my
them
up.
thought process.
That's how it works.
I've been eating them the entire time I've been there.
Yeah.
Now I finally eat my plate, but I have limited choices. I got limited choices on there.
Okay.
So we got to make those things count.
Oh, you're one of those separator guys. That's right. I
Oh no,
forgot.
I'm just saying. No. Okay. Plate. Okay. You want to do this?
Rundown.
You want to do this? Let's do it right now.
Okay. Hot dog, burger,
See if we can get the
pasta
best.
salad, cheesy potatoes, baked beans. Eat, mash. On top, on top.
All right. I can feel
Joey's
it.
hungry.
Don't mess with my food.
Yeah, I'm hungry now.
I'm hungry.
I'm like the Cookie Monster, but with human food.
Yeah. Greggy, we got top 3
Oh, geez.
barbecue sides.
So,
So Connor, let me recap just for 1 second.
Okay.
here. So we got chocolate chip cookies.
Yes.
We got ball rights.
Yes.
And cheesy potatoes.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Go ahead, Greggy.
all right. So I think I'm gonna have to pick like the cheesy potatoes. That's a good one.
Hey, all right.
You gotta
top
have some
3
cheesy potatoes.
For all 3 of you guys. Okay.
And then I'm surprised that nobody said this, but I gotta have some deviled eggs, man.
Oh,
such a
man,
good one.
deviled eggs.
Okay, now hang on. If this is a cookout,
That falls in the same line as potato chips. I've been eating those since I
if
got
this
there.
is a okay, so let me just
That's true.
I will come clean about cookouts. There are 3 things that I won't touch at a cookout, and if it
Don't even
has
say
eggs in it, I won't touch it.
Why? What is
You're not a
wrong-
deviled egg fan?
No, I love deviled eggs.
Okay.
I love potato salad. I love macaroni salad, but that it better be on ice. It better be cold. Because if it's even warm at all, if it's
I
been
agree with
sitting
you.
out in
It's
the
gotta
sun
be
at
cold.
all,
I see, okay.
Yep.
I'm not getting botulism. I don't want to end up shitting my brains out the rest of the day.
It's gotta be
That's why you
cold.
can eat them right when you get there.
I see. That's to me, deviled eggs are really like that's one of my top.
They're so
probably
good.
top 2 Thanksgiving foods for real. Like,
Oh, yeah.
legit. Top
Oh,
2.
yeah.
But at a barbecue, they better be in the shade.
That is a little sketchy. I
If they're
will
in the
give you that.
shade, if they're on ice, yeah, I'd probably smash like 3 or 4, maybe 5 deviled eggs.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
like that, Greg. That's a good one.
Good one.
That's good. That
Good
was-
one, Greg.
And then
That was
there's a side dish that my aunt used to always make for family meals. I can't
Now we're
remember what
going
it's called.
family.
Well, it's not something that's like a family dish. It's just I can't remember what it's called. I think it's called scalped corn or something like that.
Oh, yep. I know exactly what he's talking
wow.
about.
Okay, all right. Now we
it's like
unlocked
a
it.
cornbread.
That's one of my
Corn in it.
favorites.
That's
We talk about like the cornbread corn.
yeah. It's
Yes.
got like
Or it's got
corn in
like
it and
crackers and stuff in it.
No, it don't
not
have no
crackers.
crackers in it. It's
Okay,
It's like
so-
cornbread, but the bottom's like corn, right?
it's just like the entire thing has got corn in it in the
Yes. Yes.
bread. I'm not
Either
even
way
sure
sounds
how it's
good.
made, to be honest with you, but it's just so good. I love corn though.
So what you're talking about is scalloped corn, yeah.
Yeah.
And that is, it's like corn casserole or whatever you want to
Yeah,
call
yeah,
it.
corn casserole. Yeah.
My aunt makes it, and
Yep.
she makes it so. Aunt Michelle, she makes it so good. It is like one of the
can
things
eat the
that I
whole
always,
thing.
yeah, for real. I try to request it every time she says, "What do you want me to make?" I want you to make your scalloped corn for sure every
right.
time. But yeah, that's a good one, Greg. I like that one. So you got scalloped corn, you got deviled eggs.
eggs.
What was the other one?
And the cheesy potatoes.
Cheesy potatoes.
yep.
All right, so there
And
you
I
go.
like them shredded too. I don't like scalloped potatoes very much. Like
Scalloped
without
potatoes are for like dinner, like a sit-down dinner.
They're just not my favorite potato.
I love scalloped potatoes for dinner, but any other place, no.
I want shredded,
Good.
shredded,
I'm good.
cheesy, and greasy.
Yep. Give me the shredded. Honestly, I like the little diced up ones. My aunt used to
Not
make
bad.
one
Yep.
that was like a cheesy potato with the little square
Yes.
potatoes,
Yeah,
and
you
she
just-
made it in a crock pot.
you just
and
don't
it was
see 'em.
So
Ooh,
good.
You just don't see them enough.
Because it was really this creamy. I don't
Yeah.
know, man. It was so good because most of that stuff is really like cheesy and it's
Yeah.
like solid. The stuff that she made was almost like
Soupy?
dip almost. It was a different consistency and I loved it. I haven't had it in years, but that was a great list, Greg. Those are top 3. If I had to go top 3 barbecue sides, it's probably mac and cheese, which I'm so surprised none of you said. Mac and cheese, baked beans, and here's something that I forgot all about until recently. My aunt brought it to Bailey's graduation party, and I probably had about 4 helpings of this stuff. Taco salad with the Doritos.
Interesting.
She did the salad on the bottom with all the the
Yeah.
cheese and the tomatoes and the black olives and all that stuff. Then poured Doritos over top of the whole thing.
Oh, that's interesting.
And then French dressing over the whole thing and just mixed it all up, crunched up the Doritos in the salad with like it had ground beef in it and everything.
Does sound very good. Is
It
that a
was
side? 'Cause
so-
that sounds-
Yeah, it was a side.
see, like
'Cause it was like,
I see that as like a whole meal.
but it could be a
Yeah,
whole meal,
that's-
but
that's
it
a
was
weird
served
one.
as a side with
That's a weird
everything
one.
else.
That's a good one to throw in there.
It was so bomb. And it was like one of those things where I didn't even think about it. And then she started making it. I'm like, I remember that. That was so good. Why haven't I had that forever? And then I had like the first helping. And I'm like, I forgot. But no,
That does
that's probably up there. But if I had to be honest, pasta salad's probably my top 3.
Yeah.
I
The thing
love the
with mac
taco
and
salad
cheese-
was good,
Yeah.
but pasta salad, yeah, for sure.
The thing with mac and cheese, it really depends on who's making it.
Exactly.
Because it could go.
There's a lot of times where people think they brought the world's greatest macaroni and cheese, and I'm like, God, this is disgusting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's why. Like it really. That's like one that it's up to the host if I'm gonna eat that mac and cheese or not.
Yeah. I
'Cause,
feel it.
Like you can't really mess up the potatoes. Always gonna be solid because it's just pretty basic stuff, right? Delicious but basic. Baked beans, easy, delicious, basic. And then your third one can go either way. Like pasta salad, solid. Everything else has pretty much been solid. The chocolate chip cookie was way out of left field.
Yeah, right.
But,
But it was still, I mean, if you're at a
It's
barbecue
not
and there's
wrong,
chocolate
though.
chip cookies,
I'm gonna
not
get
wrong,
one.
though.
you're going to be pumped. I don't know.
But that's interesting.
So there's,
You're welcome.
yeah. Any of you that are planning a barbecue, you're welcome.
You know the size to make.
Now you know what you need. Look at
Yep.
Draymond
I cannot
staring him
stand-
down after that.
I hate him. I hate the Celtics right now too.
Yeah, they're playing like dog
This
shit.
is gonna be a dead franchise to me, which I think I've already deadened them, but they are undead.
That's a
after
bad
that.
approach to the basket.
The Phoenix Suns are dead to me. Mm-hmm. That team, that
God,
organization.
Draymond, you suck, man. Look at that. Where did you go with that? Dong,
Ooh, that's a
Clearly
very
just
awkward
missed the
ball.
dunk.
ba-dong.
Very
All right, so that was what I had for today. What did you have for today? I mean, I had a couple. I had one other thing I wanted to talk about, but we can save that for another one if we want.
I'll say mine might be pretty lengthy. I got three. Let's do the one we kind of teased at last week. Jimmy John's versus Subway.
Ooh, okay, subs. Let's do
Yeah.
subs. Because like Jimmy John's versus Subway, you're just narrowing it down to two. And
Yeah.
what if somebody doesn't like either
Should we do
one
our
of
top
them?
3 subs?
Yeah, like top 3 subs from. Let's do top 3 subs, whether they come from the same place or not.
Okay.
So that way you're not burdened into picking one from each place. Like if you have 3 subs from Subway you like and those are the 3 you like, then don't even bother messing with the other places. But like, what are your top 3 subs?
This is tough. Okay, this isn't in any order. Okay.
In no particular order.
No particular order because it's gonna take me some thinking on this one. Okay, so recently at the VC Varsity Club out on 53 by Rogers, I got their barbecue chicken bacon ranch grilled chicken sub.
Wait, barbecue
It was
chicken
like-
bacon
it was a
ranch?
Chicken bacon ranch sub with barbecue sauce on it too. It was
See, ranch and barbecue honestly is an underrated thing. Like it's
So
kind of like
underrated.
ketchup and
So
mayonnaise.
good.
I forget about it.
It's kind of
so
like ketchup
much.
and mayonnaise. Those two, they
go
slap together.
Oh, yeah.
Delicious.
I mean,
But I don't know what it was about it. Like the chicken was cooked in like it was like barbecue sauce chicken, had like the diced up bacon, layer of cheese, and then it had ranch drizzled over it and barbecue sauce, and it was like putting in one of those broilers almost. So like it was nice melted, the edges were crusted, so good. And then the other two.
so that's a top sub.
Yeah, that's top. That's not my number one. My number
So
one.
VC already in the top.
VC.
It was just that one specific one that sticks out in mind. Another one is probably a nice cold cut sub, fresh mozzarella, fresh sub dressing on a crispy French bread. Like the cold cuts, like the Italian cold cuts, the salami, the capicola, the prosciutto.
So where are we getting this from?
Oh, you got to go in the
Make it
dark,
yourself?
the dark parts.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you got to go to. Like
So this is like in Polish country in Cleveland or something.
Yeah,
you
so
know,
yeah, like
you're
when I go
going
see
to
my
the-
family in Cleveland, we'll take a trip to like the Polish area or like the Italian area and get one.
Okay, while you're over there, do you hit up the pierogi spots?
Bro, don't get me started on this. You want to see somebody be disgusting? Watch me eat pierogies.
I can pack this baby with some pierogies, let me tell you.
You know what's actually really
Oh.
just quick down pierogies? Even the box pierogies that you can get at Kroger's, air fry them.
Oh,
And they get like crispy.
okay. See, I do the skillet fry with the olive oil. Like,
Oh, yeah, that's Yeah.
I'm gonna have to try the air fryer now. Because when we used to have them at Madison's, we used to deep fry them, just straight up deep.
Oh,
fry
that's
'em.
good. Yeah.
And they're good that way,
No.
but they're not quite as good as when you skillet fry them.
Yep.
But now I got to try them air fried because I bet they're even better.
Yeah. A little healthier too.
Okay. I've done the Totino's pizza rolls air fried.
With the
Way better.
With the
Way better.
just regular.
Just the little pizza
Yep.
rolls.
Uh-huh.
Way better on the air fry.
Yep.
I agree.
Way better.
They're nice and
they're
crisp.
faster. They're crispier, and yeah, I was blown away. Like,
You want to know
yeah,
something
this-
weird about me? Speaking of pizza rolls, you know I've dipped mine in spicy brown mustard.
You are a brown mustard guy, huh?
First of all, I love mustard.
Okay.
I love that bitiness of it, but I don't know what it is. That Totino's, the combination ones, and the freaking just literally, I have a full. This is like my fry thing, Greg. I have a foolproof plan for these. I
All
literally dip one corner in, bite the corner off because scorching hot.
And then you got to blow inside.
Yep. And then I dip like the other like part of it, dip it, bite it off, and then it's just dip it and then embrace
Full
fire.
blown.
Then you throw it in. You got to.
You're like, oh, that sucked, and then you do it again.
And then somebody's usually like, you just took those out, you know? That's like, yeah.
And I can't taste the rest of them.
Yeah,
so
it's
what?
like, no shit, I was hungry. That's why I'm eating them. That's why I made them.
So what if I can't taste them anymore?
Yeah. I got one good one, all right?
I've got one good taste bud left.
Back to subs, though. So I got the chicken bacon ranch with barbecue. Ooh. The Italian cold cut with fresh mozzarella. None
And
of
I
that.
like the prosciutto.
Yeah.
Prosciutto.
Spicy. If somebody knows, it's just like Italian
capicola.
spicy ham.
The capicole and the gabagool.
A gabagoo.
A gabagool.
And yeah, you need a nice bun to hold all that because you don't. Like, I don't know if anybody's
A
had one.
bun. Get
Gotta
that bun out of
love
here. You
nice
need a roll.
buns.
Yeah, it's like
You need a roll.
People don't know what that is. So like, you need a French like.
You need a baguette, a
Yeah.
roll.
I like a baguette because it's crispy. It's hard. It can hold all that together, and the sub dressing on it. My third one though, I might have to go like basic here, and go like a chicken parm with mozzarella on it.
That's so white girl.
I know, but it's solid. But the thing is, it's solid. It's solid. Like it's never gonna disappoint you. Just like a chicken cutlet that's
That
been
sounds
deep
so
fried
good, though, honestly.
with marinara sauce, fresh mozzarella. Throw it in a broiler, melt that cheese, close it up, cut it in half. Let me stuff my face with it.
Now, have
That's
you ever
based on
tried?
consistency.
Have you ever tried eggplant parmesan?
I have.
I was not a fan.
It's all right. I grew up with it. My grandma used to make it. It's all right.
It's aight.
I prefer chicken.
Yep.
Because I'm a fat American. I'm not a skinny
I prefer
Italian.
veal.
Veal.
Oh,
yeah.
breaded veal.
That's people.
Veal parmesan
yeah.
is like the best.
Yeah.
Everybody talks about chicken parmesan.
That's
no,
that.
bro.
That's how. That's
You ever
that.
have veal parmesan like real veal?
That's
Oh my
something
god!
Yeah, you gotta find. Like, you gotta really do some.
I haven't had it since I was a kid.
Yeah,
but like,
exactly.
when I had it when I was
Oh, wow.
a kid,
You
like,
remember.
I begged for it after that. Like,
Yeah.
when are we gonna have that veal again? Oh, that was a one-time thing.
Right.
We won't be doing that again.
What even is it?
We won't talk about that.
Where did our
But no, so subs. Connor, where's your top 3 subs? Like, if you were gonna go and have somebody make it for you, where are you gonna go and what kind of sub you looking for? Number
know.
1, what's your top sub?
my top sub has been a chicken bacon ranch sub.
Where you get it from?
Subway.
Okay, all right, fair
I
enough.
like Subway.
So what about your top? What's the next 2?
There's I think it's called a hook and ladder Firehouse subs.
Firehouse. Okay, I heard you talk about that.
It's like a barbecue sub. It's got your meat, cheddar, barbecue sauce on it. It's
What kind of
killer.
meat?
Like ham and brisket and stuff.
Brisket. All right.
Brisket sub, not bad.
I like brisket.
And
Just had
then-
some. Was it yesterday? Yeah.
And then, well, both those cooked, obviously. Gotta be fresh.
Little toasty maghosty.
Yeah. And then my third one, you can't go wrong with the meatball sub.
Interesting.
Okay.
Not
Meatball
a-
sub from.
You know, honestly, that's hard. From a pizza joint.
Okay.
I'm not a big
Pizza joint
sub
meatball
guy.
sub.
See, I feel like all right. So I'm gonna.
Too
I know
difficult
people
to
are gonna
eat.
hate this for whatever reason, but I feel like whenever I've had a homemade meatball, it has not been good.
Oh, dog. You want me to
Either
make you some?
here's the thing, like I've only had one meatball that was actually a good meatball, and it was from Sauced. Remember Sauced in New Regal?
Sauced. Yes.
My God, Alex can do. I mean, he can just. Oh,
They got the works there.
the magic that he made with that place. But I used to have, that was my favorite dish, was going there and just getting baked meatballs.
Fire.
They just had some mushrooms and some cheese over top. Oh my God, it's so good. But every place that I've gotten fresh, like house-made meatballs from, they're just so bland. They don't have much flavor. That's why when you ordered that meatball sub the other day and you said it had no flavor, I'm like, well, that's pretty much consistent with every meatball sub I've ever had that's been a homemade meatball sub.
Yeah, I
I've
just
never had
figured
one cooked in gravy.
I figured Luigi wouldn't let me down like that, man.
I just, yeah, I don't know. But when it comes to meatballs, I don't know, but I'm just one of those weird guys. I love Subway's meatball subs. I know they're awful. I know they're gross.
That's a very consistent sub from there.
but it's just like,
It is.
Very consistent.
that's probably my favorite sub from Subway is the meatball. And then somebody ruined it for me by telling me that they recycled the ones from the night before and that you could have a literally months old meatball in there and that you just wouldn't know because,
You ever put pepperoni on
I mean,
it?
you think about this. If they have meatballs left over from the night before and they put them into the next day's meatballs, well, they're just going to get stirred around in there. And then who's to say there's not one meatball that's like 3 months old just floating around in there? You know what I'm saying? Do they ever just throw them all away?
I feel like that probably wasn't true. I feel like they have to throw them away.
Well, do they just throw them away every night then?
I feel
I
like
would imagine
yeah.
Because if they do, then I'm totally going to go back
That
to
would be
Subway
my
and
guess.
get meatball
I
subs again.
I'd be willing to bet money that they have to throw those away every night. If I'm being honest.
If you work at Subway, let us know.
Yes, if you work at Subway, chime in the comments.
hey,
Let me know. 'Cause
hey.
I'd love to order a sub again.
Next time you do that, get pepperoni slices on it.
Oh,
too.
yeah.
Oh,
for sure.
yeah.
Okay.
Pepperoni and salami.
I've never done the salami. I've
I'm
just
a
done
salami
pepperoni.
guy. I love salami.
I do love salami. Does Subway have salami?
Yeah. Cold cut trio, bro.
I don't get cold cuts there.
Yeah, me either. Toasted all the time. So, Connor, your 3 subs once again.
It was
Firehouse.
Yep.
It was a meatball sub. And then it was the chicken bacon ranch, right? All right. Greggy, you even like subs?
Yeah, I do, but I'm just not a huge sub person, so I'd probably just walk into Subway and be like, meatball subs, classic, like we already talked about. Love meatball subs. Pizza sub, pretty much the same thing. It's just a different version of a meatball sub.
Right.
And I love me a nice hot ham and cheese sub.
Hot ham and cheese.
Slept on.
Okay. All right. I like that.
No lettuce, of course.
No lettuce. No lettuce. No lettuce. Did you? Did we tell the story about the one piece of lettuce in the taco on the
yeah.
podcast? Did
Yeah,
we tell that
yeah.
already? Yeah, that was good. That's one of my favorite Greggy stories about lettuce.
Oh, that's impressive.
It's like the pee under the mattress kind of thing. You know? No, I know it's there.
Dude, I get so mad at Taco Bell when they do that shit. Like, it ruins my entire burrito or whatever I'm eating. I'm like, I don't even want this anymore now.
That's
Like,
great.
Get it together, man. Don't be so sloppy.
Get it together, man.
All right, so if I got to go top 3 subs, a cheesesteak from anywhere.
Okay.
Almost anywhere. See, I like Penn Station's cheesesteaks, but they don't put enough steak in them. They stopped putting enough steak in them 3 years ago. Pretty sure right before COVID happened, because when I used to go to the Penn Station in Findlay, I never had any issues with there not being enough meat in my subs. But now every time I order from Penn Station in Tiffin, I have to tell them, put extra meat in my sub. I want extra chicken or I want extra steak. Otherwise, they're just going to load it up with all this extra stuff like, oh, you want onions and banana peppers? Oh, you want an onion banana pepper sub?
With a little bit of steak.
With a sprinkle of steak?
Steak
you
is your
go.
topping.
Exactly. So it's I love a good cheesesteak, but it just depends on where it's from.
Question on that.
The best cheesesteak I've ever had, Tommy can back me up on this one, came from a Muni Lot little stand. Guy was just basically set up with a Blackstone grill in the Muni Lot before a Browns game. Tommy and I went up there to watch. It was when Peyton Manning played for the Broncos when they won the Super Bowl that year. Browns
50.
almost beat them that day.
Yeah.
But we were standing in the parking lot just pre-gaming it up, and this guy's just slinging cheesesteaks.
Does the alcohol have an effect on that?
I wasn't drunk. Tommy was, but I was not drunk at all. I don't drink. So,
Tommy was.
I'm just kind of man, I'm hungry. I was really hungry, so maybe that had something to do with it, but I wanted to find something to eat before we went to the stadium. This guy was just basically, whatever you want to give me. So I just gave him like $5 for each of them. They're little cheesesteaks like this.
Yeah.
I ended up going back and getting another one. It was so good.
Now, do you like the sliced cheese on it, or do you like the melted cheese?
Both. I'm okay with either. Honestly, I
Onions
like
in it?
provolone. Hell yes.
Okay, good.
Hell yes. Green peppers? Nah.
No, they don't.
Okay.
Like, I don't want vegetables.
I just want,
steak, onions, cheese,
yeah.
good bread.
I want a cheesesteak with onion.
Yeah,
That's what I want.
and the
With-
onion
with
does,
whiz.
with whiz, and the onions does not mean peppers. With onions means onions only.
That's it. No mushrooms, no green peppers, just onions, cheese whiz, and steak. That's it. That's all I want. I'm okay with provolone, but honestly, that's not a real cheesesteak.
I want the melted cheese. The
I want-
yellow
I want
melted,
Melted.
cheese.
Yep.
I want the squeezed cheese.
Yep.
You know what I'm talking
how
about.
unhealthy it is.
I don't
how
care.
gross it is.
I don't
want
care.
it.
That's right. I'm in this group on Facebook. It's called the Cheesesteak Gurus group.
Oh God.
And I have an infatuation with cheesesteaks. I really do. I love cheesesteaks. But like, I have a Blackstone grill on my back porch, and I literally make cheesesteaks 5, 6, 7 times a year, maybe more. But like, that's one of the things in that group is most of these people are from Philly, so they talk about this is what a cheesesteak is. This is what it is. And when you said bun earlier, that's one of the things in that group.
Yeah.
They're like, it's not a bun, it's a
roll.
roll.
It's a roll.
It's a roll. You know, like all this
There's
other.
a- there's a difference
you don't
in
get a cheesesteak with green peppers on it. They don't even have green peppers in Philly at all.
Which, I mean, they do get to claim to Philly cheesesteaks. They should get to say what's in it, what's not.
But
if we're being honest.
Cheesesteak is one of them. I think if I'm going to go subs, like any kind of a chicken sub, as long as it's hot. Like, I really like the chicken teriyaki from Penn Station is really good.
Dude, fire. Oh, that's what I want to ask you. Okay, you like the Philly cheesesteak from Penn Station.
Yeah.
Do you get the pizza sauce on it?
No.
No? Okay.
I'm not a red sauce guy.
Okay. You like,
Like
spaghetti?
I get heartburn so bad. Oh my God. Spaghetti is like, okay, can we talk? This is another topic for next podcast. What's your least favorite food? Spaghetti is my least favorite food
That hurts.
in the world.
That's.
Do you know why? It has nothing to do with the flavor. It's not that I hate the flavor of spaghetti. That was the meal that we had once a week growing up.
Yeah, same.
And
It's
I hate it.
fire.
Yes, it is.
I will literally,
Absolutely hate
bro, I will eat myself to sleep on spaghetti.
I just can't do it.
So good.
The one meal that we had as a kid that I loved, and I still have to this day, that everybody, when I say it, they're like, what? What are you even talking about? That's even a meal? We used to do this thing where we would make hamburger and beans. My mom would
yeah.
saute onions with hamburger and then put baked beans in there. And then like
Yes.
ketchup, mustard, barbecue sauce, whatever. And then some mixed veggies in there with
It
it.
turns into like an odd sloppy Joe.
We call it Boy Scout stew or hamburger and beans,
Okay.
whatever you want to call
Yeah.
it. But that was one of my comfort foods growing up. That, like
Interesting.
we had it once a week, and I can still eat it today. Spaghetti, no, can't do it. And I think a lot of it has to do with how much heartburn I get. Like literally, I have to take a antacid every day because I
I
get
feel like you're
heartburn
like an
really
adult.
bad.
We're just kids still, so we
Fucking,
can.
I'm almost 40 years
We're
old,
like
man.
we're like garbage disposals. I
Right.
just eat
Oh, trust me, I've been there. I've been there. I'm just saying it catches up to you after a little while. So.
Yeah.
But no, it subs, like I said, cheesesteak, any kind of chicken sub, and honestly, Greggy, I'm gonna go with you that hot ham and cheese, man.
I mean that's
Wow,
for if like
that was one of those that
Yeah.
that hit home because like I tried to get one the other day when we were going to that game. Remember, Greg? I tried to get a hot ham and cheese from some gas station. I think it was in Republic. And I'm like, oh, I'm
The
going to
BP?
like this.
Oh yeah.
And then we get this,
Mickey Mart.
and I get it in, open it up, and I'm like, oh, this is not going to be good.
Talk
Because it
about
felt
us.
hot, and it felt soft and squishy, so I was like, this is going to be just how I like them, hot and squishy, and it's going to go down real good. And no, it was like gross.
talking about the BP Station Republic.
Yeah.
Bro, I got like a 3-foot long bag of popcorn, fresh popcorn, still hot, $2.99 there once.
They have crazy good deals
It's
there.
nuts.
Now, when I was a kid, I grew up in Republic, and that was Eichholt's gas station.
Oh, okay.
And I grew up where there wasn't the nice new gas station over here. It was the little gas station
Yes.
right here
Oh,
Yep.
okay, okay,
that was
okay.
actually more on 18
Yes.
than on 67. All
Okay.
right. So when I used to go into that gas station, that was back in the day when you could get a surge You remember Surge? Anybody? No, you guys probably don't even know. Surge.
Oh yeah, Surge.
Surge. All right, it's kind of like Mountain Dew, but it was like a
Wait,
little
do you
bit
guys really
more
not know what
toxic.
Surge is?
Oh,
They don't know what Surge is, Greg.
It was like the old school Four Locos. Like,
So if I showed you a picture, you'd be like, okay, all right, I kind of know what that is.
Oh my god.
Yes, we're at a day and age where kids don't know what Surge is.
Sorry,
hold on.
Greg.
sorry, I'm not old. Okay, is it like the RC version of Mountain Dew?
It's the Coca-Cola version of Mountain Dew that's not mellow yellow. Because it's not like Mountain Dew. It's more green.
Dude, I don't even know what to explain as what it was. Like,
It's like...
it was marketed as
Yeah,
just
dog,
like
that sounds
basically a sugary drink that would get you all jacked up. So yeah, it's like Mountain
Damn,
Dew.
bro, you guys didn't have Mountain Dew as a kid,
Oh yeah, we had Mountain Dew, man.
so why
Surge.
wouldn't you just drink Mountain Dew?
You never seen Surge?
That looks like something off Nickelodeon.
Yeah, it does.
Oh,
It really
dude,
does.
yes.
For sure. Like I've
That's so
always
great.
thought that. I've always thought it looked like Nickelodeon came up with their logo for that pop.
But no, I used to go into that little gas station. I would buy a Surge, and literally you could twist the cap on the Surge, and it was like 1 in 2 won a free Surge, right?
Hell yeah.
So you could literally walk out of the gas station, buy a pop, and then win a free one, and then possibly win another free one. And then underneath the label for the Surge was a coupon for a free pack of Juicy Fruit gum.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say.
Really?
What'd you think
I
was
thought
gonna
you were
say?
saying pack of smokes. I was like, wow, America was wild back in the day. I was like, god damn.
For some reason, you seem like you think Surge is marketed for like 31-year-old guys or something. There's
Yeah.
a free pack of cigs.
Like, fucking,
It's
31-year-old guys watching Nickelodeon.
yeah,
driving a Camaro.
driving Camaros, white rim sunglasses.
Got the cigarette pack rolled up in their sleeve here.
Yep.
Now, how can you roll a cigarette pack up in a tank top, Greggy? Come on.
Yeah. Think this shirt has sleeves.
Sun's out, guns out, baby. Where's my Surge?
Yeah, I've never heard or seen that before. So, the more you know.
Man, that's crazy because they even
more
tried to
you
bring
know.
it back.
Yeah, just not that long ago. It was like a couple years ago.
And they were like, hey, everybody, remember this stuff? And Joey's like, nope.
No.
I don't remember
I ain't
this.
buying it. Give me different
No, they
flavors.
used to have it at Burger King in the slushy machine, and the slushy Surge was bomb. It was really
What?
good. Yeah. If you if you go to a Burger
Joey's like,
King,
where have I been?
Burger King
Same
Surge
shit's not
partnered
the
with
same,
Burger
Joey.
King to the point where if you go to Burger King and they have a freestyle machine in that
Yeah.
Burger King, they'll have Surge on fountain. It's the only place.
Like still?
Still in yeah.
All right.
Only if they have a freestyle.
Yeah.
If they have the
never
freestyle,
seen-
they will have Surge at a Burger King.
The only place I've seen freestyles are Wendy's and Five Guys.
Yeah.
Cedar Point.
Cedar
Point's got
Point?
a bunch of
Sense.
them.
That makes sense.
When's the last time you went to Cedar Point?
Shit, bro. I hate roller coasters. My girl made me go last year.
Ooh.
And that shit sucked.
You hate roller coasters.
Bro.
Like how do you hate roller coasters?
I just don't like being in a situation that, like, I don't mind going fast, but I like to be in control of the thing going fast.
Okay.
And
Connor,
then, like,
are you in that same boat? Like
Guess what? So it's funny since
Connor's
I'm a
like, I
firefighter.
like race cars, so yeah, of course. I
It's
like
like
to be in
sprint cars
control.
all day, every day. It's funny because I'm a firefighter, but I am terrified of heights. But I love roller coasters. I love roller coasters. Cedar Point is the bomb.
So you won't get
Front
up
row,
you won't
front
get up
row.
in a fire bucket.
Oh no, I'll go up like for
like,
that like
no, fire chief, I'll totally go up. I
No,
mean,
it's so funny because
if he's
like
watching
I'll
this,
do
I'll
it.
make sure
I'll
he-
do it. Like it's just for fun. No, I hate heights.
Yeah.
But roller coasters, and now since I like really when I've gone more and stuff, like I'm front row type guy.
Okay.
Front row.
Front row.
Yep.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah, couldn't be me. You know that
No?
little zip line thing that takes you across the park?
I can't do that.
Bro,
Yeah.
I thought I was going to die. Literally, bro, I thought these things were so much more stable the way they looked.
Yeah.
Dog, I got in this thing, and I was literally trying to get out before we even got off the little track on the other side. And I'm like literally stuck in the air, my arms on both sides.
You don't like
The
that little
worst.
rocking back and forth?
The
Hell
worst,
no.
the worst is when you get on
Hell
one of
no.
those when somebody's like, and they start rocking it. You're like,
Bro.
I want to punch that person every time. I'm like, get off. I will throw you off of this thing right now. I am not afraid to throw you out of this window right now.
That shit was terrifying.
Yeah, the Sky Ride. Okay, so I love Cedar Point. I love fast roller coasters.
Yes.
Tall, fast. The taller, the faster, the better. But I cannot stand slow, tall rides. Like, okay, for example, the Ferris wheel, will not ride it. Cannot stand the Ferris wheel.
Oh, that's light work.
You know why I don't like the Ferris wheel? Because I don't like being stuck here waiting on somebody to get off, or here, or here, or here, or here, or here, or here, or here. I'm okay with here and here, you know, but like up in this point, I don't want to be stuck there waiting for somebody to get off.
Yeah, but that's nothing. I mean,
Okay, so you're not really scared of heights then? Like
I don't.
that's
mind,
like
I don't.
Is that
mind
you?
heights.
You're scared of heights?
I'm not really scared of heights because I can't say that I am. Because I ride the dragster, I ride the Millennium Force. It's not like I'm scared of being up high, but I want to keep moving. Damn it! Like that's the point.
That's the
Yeah.
thing.
I want this thing to keep moving.
That makes sense.
I don't want it
That
to
does make
stop
sense.
because then if it
Yes.
stops, I realize where I'm at.
Yeah.
Like okay, the power tower, for example.
Yes.
I'll ride the one going up, but don't put me in the one that drops. I don't like that. I'm
I've
just
only ever
not cool
dropped.
with going up and stopping and then being like, okay, how long is it gonna be?
Like, fall to my
Yep.
death. Yeah,
Like-
no, I ain't doing any of those.
Dude,
things.
every
I think
time.
a part of that is because my mom introduced me to roller coasters with the Demon Drop. And that was like the worst roller coaster to introduce a kid to roller coasters with.
Oh my god.
It's just like the Power Tower, only a smaller version.
Yeah.
And there's no going up on that. It's just like literally you just drop.
Yeah, I've only ever gone down in the power tower, but every time I've done it, which has only been like maybe 3 times or something like that, my legs turn to absolute spaghetti when I get off that ride, man.
Uh-huh.
I can't even walk right afterwards. Like my legs are just like whoa, 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 whoa. It's so
Yeah.
weird.
Have you
Yeah.
ever seen Top Thrill where the coasters fail to get over?
Yeah, it rolls back.
You're losing it over here with this damn game.
Oh my god.
I just see him just like
Yep.
every time he's like, ugh.
Steph Curry.
Bro, he's so
Man, he's
good,
so
and the
good.
Celtics are just playing like shit.
He's so good though. For real.
How do
Look
you
at
do that?
Look at the
How does that
offhand-
even happen?
Look at the offhand.
How do you even push
Push
it?
with the offhand and the little.
Bro, Boston's got 9 turnovers. He's gonna make this shit, isn't he? Why would he pass that?
Draymond.
Draymond.
Brick. All behind the back. Marcus Smart.
What? Yeah, roller coasters and then scary things. Not for me.
But
Oh, yeah, we were gonna
oh,
talk
my
about
God,
that.
that
We
was
can
the
have
other
for
thing.
another one.
I was to say, have you ever seen the dragster, the cart fail to go over and
yeah.
it rolled back down?
I was there the first year they opened that thing, and you know we were really excited about riding it. And then as we're walking up, they opened it for the first time, and it went down 3 times in a row,
Oh hell no.
and it never made it over the top. And we were like, "Oh man, I don't know if I want to ride this." And then my buddy's like, "What happens if those brakes fail as it comes back? Oh my god, it's just gonna crash into the station." I'm like, "No, Steve, that's not what happens. What if they start another car before?" That? I'm like, "They're not gonna do that kind of stuff, man." Like this is the first year it ever ran, so we didn't know any of this. But
Yeah.
we're just watching as this thing goes. And the first year it ran, that ride was such an attraction. There were so many people, like that bleacher area.
Yes.
You know, when I see it now, I'm like, why the hell they need this for a stupid ass? When that ride first launched, that stand was full the whole time.
That's crazy.
As people are watching, they just loved watching the ride shoot off. And I don't know. It was one of those things where, you know,
Speed.
I'm not
There
scared of
was
heights.
Nothing else like it when it opened.
I'm not scared of being, you know, 400 feet up in the
It's being
air as long as we
stuck.
keep moving.
It's being stuck up there.
That's the part that I don't like.
Yep.
And that's why I don't like the sky ride, because it feels like you're just stuck. You're literally stuck in that thing, and that thing is moving slowly. And then every time it goes over one of those,
It's a big
It
bump.
feels like it's about to break.
yeah.
And it's just like.
And then you don't know, is it going to stay on the cord when it goes over to the other side?
out of here. Yeah, I know what
Yeah.
you're saying. Not fun.
Yeah. Nah.
Cedar Point's not it.
Yeah.
The line takes too long at Starbucks anyway.
That's about a once, pushing 2 times a year type of thing.
We got passes back when they were $100 a piece, and
Oh,
then I
yeah.
regretted it because it was like we weren't the only ones that got passes. And so
You're waiting at
we go
every
up there, and it's like every ride is a 2-hour wait.
It
I'm like,
is.
this is not fun.
Bro, that's what doesn't. Yeah, that's like.
I don't want that.
Like we got free tickets
and then,
last
oh
year.
my God, let me just tell you, I just absolutely cannot stand Fastlane. Like Fastlane is like the bane of my existence. Now, here's hear me out. I don't have any problems with disability passes. Like if someone has a disability and they can't stand in line, I have no problem with that whatsoever. What I have a problem with is these assholes that pay $1,000 for a year pass to be able to cut in line whenever they want. So you put a price on fun at the theme park, and now all of a sudden the people who pay regular price, they're not having as much fun. That's the thing I don't like about Cedar Point. I cannot stand cash grabs, and I hate fast lane passes. Hate them with a vengeance.
It's a good point.
Because I'm poor. So I don't like watching rich people walk past me. Here's what really made me upset about Fastlane was when they first launched Steel Vengeance.
Yeah.
And I'm in line for this thing for 3 hours.
Yep.
And while we're in line, I watch the same group of 3 people ride the ride 3 times. That's where it was like, there should be a limit. Like, if there's a ride that has a 3-hour wait time, sure, you should be able to get right onto that ride if you have that pass. But after that, you shouldn't be able to do that again for another 3 hours.
Get in the line now.
If you want to get on that, then you got to pay. You got to sit there. You can go ride any other ride in the park. Go do your fast lane with any other ride. But I feel like now I'm just ranting. But seriously, fast lane passes piss me off so bad.
Note to self: don't get a fast lane pass.
Why is just
And go to Cedar
just
Point with
suck
me.
though? Because like with the Steel Vengeance,
Now
I
watch.
think
Honestly, if somebody ever bought me a fast lane pass, I'd be like, woohoo! Yes! I love it! You guys suck standing in line. It sucks to be you, losers!
Then you're just riding the same ride 4 times in a row.
Nate, I thought that you said, shut up, Greg. Don't worry about what I said.
Quiet, Greg.
We're the winners now.
You want to ride this ride 4 times or not? Be quiet.
That's great.
All right, guys. I think we pretty much killed almost 2 hours worth of time here.
Yeah.
Not too shabby.
Yeah, that was a nice podcast. It was
Not
fun.
too
it was
shabby.
interesting.
It was interesting.
Yeah.
Connor's like, I don't know about nice, but
Connor's like,
This is an
my food's
interesting
cold.
podcast.
Connor's food's been waiting to be picked up for half an hour now.
Connor's like, yeah, guys.
That
I ordered
lasagna
food when we
is
took a
sounding
break.
pretty good.
Hopefully they're still open. All right, guys, that's pretty much going to do it for us here tonight on the Pulse Podcast. Make sure you tune in tomorrow as we've kind of rebranded Mulling It Over again. And now it is not a weekly or a weekday show, but it's Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays at 7 o'clock here on Heart of Ohio Sports. So make sure you tune in tomorrow night as we'll be live here in Studio Squared. And we'll have Mulling It Over coming to you live right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. But for now, it's see you later. Thanks once again to Greg Kinn, our producer extraordinaire, for keeping us on the air. Thanks to Connor Roush for joining us this week, and Joey Krajewski, of course, for joining us once again. And thanks for all of you for tuning in. Make sure you share the video, like, follow, subscribe to all of our social media platforms, especially YouTube, folks. Please, even if you're not watching on YouTube, find us on YouTube, Heart of Ohio Sports, and subscribe to our channel. It helps so much.
We'll do something fun for it. For 1,000.
When we get to 1,000 followers, we're going to do something
fun.
really fun.
Yep,
Trust me.
We'll do something fun.
We're going to do something really fun. Now, next week, I think we're going to have to break out something. We're going to have to bring something in here, and it's going to have to be an interactive
Should we do like a
experience.
YouTube only thing to kind of grow that? I probably shouldn't have said that on air, but you know.
Teaser! All right, that's going to do it. For all the guys, I'm Nate Mullen signing off here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Thanks for tuning in to the Pulse Podcast. Have a great day, everybody.